Understand. Why is Molly Santana on this song, bro? How much did he owe the label? Okay. She just said nothing. That's what Future said. He should have had me on the song, bro.
Now I'm 20.
I could have said that shit. I could have said that shit, bro. Molly Santana. I'm not Molly Santana. That's literally what Future said. Like, Future literally said that already. Hold on. I need to moisturize. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even listening. It doesn't matter.
22, so I've had roommates since I was 18. Ever since I started going to college, I went to Michigan State University for 4 years. It was awesome. I love Michigan State, had the time of my life there. Okay, definitely recommend that school to anybody either in Michigan or in the Midwest area who's thinking about going. I had an amazing time there. Love my program. Okay, sorry, this is not a paid promotion for Michigan State. I just really like.
Isn't that where that dude on Instagram went? The dude who's like, not proud to say a man enough. John Golf. John Golf, buddy. I just ran a milli up on some fine shit. I'm not signed in. I need to make a new Instagram for when I'm on stream, man. It just let me sign in like those. That's fucked. Crave Deadlock. You need help if you're playing that game.
Right? But she didn't follow you back. When I tell you this is the most aggravating thing somebody can do to you, like, no, like.
You guys are straight savages, man. Night one.
You're a meal prep.
Oh my god. Yo, I go chocolate chip cookies, caramel drizzle over the ice cream. You guys are straight savages, man. Night one.
You're a meal prep.
Oh my god. Yo, I go chocolate chip cookies, caramel drizzle over the ice cream. You guys are straight savages, man. Night one.
You're a meal prep.
Oh my god.
You guys are straight savages. What do you mean you have a donut past 3 p.m.? I go caramel drizzle.
Yo, I go chocolate chip cookies, caramel drizzle over the ice cream. You guys are straight savages.
Over the ice cream.
Peace, family. Come while I turn this dead ass microplastic filled water to some live ass activated motherfucking water, nigga. First we gonna grab some motherfucking lemons and slice them bitches up real nice on my baby. Grab some motherfucking cucumbers, slice them bitches up real nice. It was optional. I wanted some mint, so I got some mint in that motherfucker. Then you gonna have a beautiful ass motherfucking board looking like this. We gonna go.
It was this nigga from the UK, and I say nigga because he was black, but the shit he said doesn't make no sense. He slid up
on my story. He's like,
you look like a chill gorilla.
that be
Gooning
and smoking fat.
blunts all day.
I looked at my phone.
I put my phone down. I went to the kitchen. I just looked out the window. Then I picked up my phone. I looked at that shit again. I put my phone down. I went upstairs. I read a book.
And then I went downstairs, I looked at my phone again. I went outside, touched nature outside.
So I was just like in a space like this. And I was just like,
And then he backed it up and he's like,
I'm black though, so I'm not racist.
It was this nigga from the UK. And I say nigga because he was black, but the shit he said doesn't make no sense.
A book.
He slid up
on my story.
Hey, love to see new people get into day trading, man. Surely nothing could go wrong here, right?
929, right when that hits 930, become buying 10 lots or whatever the fuck this is.
We full port in the deck.
Go up, motherfucker.
Come on, bro. It was supposed to fuck. Oh, bang! What did you already up 2,500?
Bro, you got lucky. Hop off the chart. Stop there. You got your win for the day.
On to the next. Bitch about to drop. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Sell! It's like that bitch another 2,600.
Alright, bro. Please stop there. Please.
It's 932, bitch. It's been too fucking.
And then we can approve you for the credit card. Okay. 3 subscriptions to Thick Ebony's.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I'm sorry? I don't get it. What are you talking about?
Dude.
Man, if somebody would have told me when I first started trading that you could literally put in $300 in your personal account, risk 10%, try to get that thing to 1,000, then run up.
Don't need to fix your whole life. You just need to fix
Michael Beasley's.
your day. You guys, the main problem.
Yeah, all success is overnight success.
Hi guys, this is going to be 8 Swag Boy 71 tips. Number 1.
I'm not gonna lie, when you came in
Like, this actually pisses.
Make this up, fam. That one RDC skit, fam. That one RDC skit, man. If you
This
know,
is the
you know,
one.
Gang. If you know, you know.
hey, what's up? What's up? I'm saying, what you want to do? What's up? What you mean what I do? Hey, what's up? What you talking about? Bitch, I'm talking about how y'all always put your store in front of our store. Oh, here we go again. You better stop. Cause we just trying to go hard like you. Here we go again. Stop putting your store in front of our store. Y'all ain't even got no medicine in y'all shit. Y'all shit overpriced. Nigga, our shit is government approved, though. Government approved.
Open that cash register. Hurry up. What? Open that cash register, man.
Shut up!
I don't got no time,
Shut up!
bro.
You don't know how hard I've worked for this. You don't.
I'll shoot you, bro. Open that shit up. All right. What is you talking about? Wait. Damn, I was bleeding out, and he's celebrating like he just won the NBA Finals. I'm so dumb. I should have just stayed home, played the game.
Is their proximity to whiteness. Colonizers brainwashed everyone into believing that Latinos were race, when in reality, it is a combination of races, mainly indigenous, white, and black. But the average Latino is...
Hey, so I see you out here with your gay little shorts. I'm trying to shoot a music video. I got like a heavy budget. I want to shoot 4 locations for $100.
With 30
you
guns.
Work with me?
This broke ass nigga fucking walking up to me with $100 like you make $200K a year or some shit. Nigga.
Yo, bro, could you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to talk to him. No, I can't do it.
Hey, so I see you out here with your...
You don't know me, nigga.
Gay little shorts. I'm trying to shoot a music video. I got like a heavy budget. I want to shoot 4 locations for...
And I don't know you. Fuck you.
I ain't got no you to slap the shit out you. You always say slap the shit out you. Why didn't you say I'll slap the shit out you? Man, I'll slap the shit out you.
You don't know me, nigga. And I don't know you. Fuck you.
I ain't got no
I had
you to
dropped
slap
my
the shit
phone.
out you.
The day they give me adequate change at the beginning of my shift is the day the world implodes or something. I ain't gonna even cap, bro. I just like going through a psychosis, bro, and like looking back, like getting through that shit and looking back, like damn, I was doing some wild ass shit, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It was a time, like even when I was fighting my cases, all that shit, bro. I was just like, bro, I don't give a fuck about nothing. And I think motherfuckers was saying it. It was just like, bro, I'm finna die. Like I'm like, bro, I straight convinced myself. I said, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna be a fucking martyr. You know, like I was thinking on some Jesus shit, bro. Like that picture, hold on, this picture right here, bro. I was dead serious about this, bro. This was doing a fucking eclipse, bro. I feel like, nigga, God was annoying me. I promise you, bro. Give me another. I remember the day like this. It was a fucking eclipse.
Tutorial level.
Fuck this nigga playing. Oh,
Bunny
my
hops,
bad.
And then you get your rocket jumps
Wait,
in.
is it my bad?
Grapple hook. See,
What is he
that was a big change from the first demo.
My nigga.
Because the first demo just pulls you in, but now it's like a pendulum swing, and then here's like a skate video of me.
The view going straight to the YouTube.
So you unlock the next floor, right?
Every
we'll just take it.
level. Team Fortress 2, nigga, this
Yeah,
is
a lot
your
of
game.
the music in the game so far is just
Nigga, this.
loops from various songs. More like just placeholder things.
I have nothing on this round. I just got done shitting.
Who let her in here?
What's up? Can I help you, White?
Huh?
I mean,
Excuse me? Wait, no, hold on. No.
What?
Hold on. What the fuck did you just say? Who was that? I have nothing on this round. I just got done shitting.
What's up?
Damn. Why the fuck you keep sleeping in my class?
Not even sleep, man. Nigga, they pouring Henny on our rice and calling it always off.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's why I'm fucked up. Damn.
Bro, let me have some of that shit, bro. What the fuck? No. Bro, let me have some of that shit, bro.
Chill.
No, nigga, let me have some of that shit, nigga. Nigga, I'm punching your shit right now. Bitch ass nigga.
Bro, you good?
Oh God, nigga.
Bro, let me have some of that shit, bro. What the fuck?
No.
Bro, let me have.
Why don't you know Morse code?
How do you? Is that like a normal thing to fucking ask?
The yellow light is blink, 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 stop, blink.
So, what is the stop? Is it circle or dash? Circle or dash?
Nigga, it's Morse code. There is no circle in dash. It's just like this. Slash, 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 stop, flash. Nigga,
I know, but like, is there any type of like symbols on your screen? I don't know.
No!
Oh my God. I'm gonna assume it's this one, bro. I see. Wait, I don't even know what the fuck.
Hey man, I'm here to let you know.
So I almost got shot in the head. Why do you guys ask me why I'm so comfortable?
So let me tell you this crazy story that I honestly just recovered from.
Don't care.
Hey. Cruising? Yeah, I'm cruising. It's 2014 Ford Fusion. Since you rocking with me, I said, baby, you gon' prove it. Shake that ass left, right. Hey. Cruising? Yeah, I'm cruising. It's 2014 Ford Fusion.
They like shoot him?
With me, I said, baby, you gon' prove it.
So my man,
I know niggas
me say, yo, bro,
is being rich and they go through seasons of their life where they feel like they ain't that nigga.
Yo, I just landed in Tokyo. Where do I go?
I'm gonna tell you where to go based on your player builder, right? Fashion Demons, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna go to Shibuya, you're gonna go to Harajuku. This is where all the select shops are.
What about Shimokitazawa? Bro, no.
The method got patched, don't even waste your time with that shit. All right, Hall of Fame Goon Maxers, right? You're gonna go to Akihabara, you're gonna go to this
6-story building. And the rest, yo, they're gonna take care of you, bro. Like, just trust me.
Ginza and Roppongi, this is for elite LARPing needs, right? Two of the easiest LARPs in Ginza is going to the big ass Louis Vuitton store, and then next you want to make sure you go inside Dover Street Market. And if you want freak timing or you just really like multicultural food, take your ass to Shinjuku, bro, and just get lost.
Yo, I just landed in Tokyo. Where do I go?
I'm gonna tell you where to go based on your player builder, right? Fashion Demons, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna go to Shibuya, you're gonna go to Harajuku. This is where all the select shops are.
What
If you were
about Shimokitazawa? Bro, no.
a car guy and you don't know how to fix something, you don't know where anything is at, I'm finna put you on. If you're a Honda boy, HondaPartsNow.com, bro. They told me to gatekeep this shit. I'm not gatekeeping it for my followers. This shit right here, single-handedly, literally have saved me so much time. If you have any other type of car, Nissan, BMW, you just do Nissan OEM parts online, or BMW Honda Parts Now, or something like that. But this little configuration, bro, they'll give you the fucking schematics of whatever you're working on. In this case, it was my fucking clutch neutral safety switch. My car wouldn't start for the life of me. I changed everything, but then I saw all this bullshit right here, bro.
This is day 7 of reprogramming your subconscious mind in under 30 seconds.
No. Conversation or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
So all you have to do is go to bmi.com, start your account, and then it's basically, you put your music on there, and it's basically like a grocery store for networks and people that want to have your music.
That's really cool.
And then when they do pick your music, you get...
Oh shit, that's really cool.
I got DoorDash delivery driver. How's that even a career? There's like 20 pages here. All about how DoorDash fits my personality. I don't even need to go to school for this. I could do this right now. I guess for the rest of my life, my boss will be an app on my phone. How do they embarrass me like this? This is my future. Moving food, I'm fucking pissed. I'm about to storm out of here, cause a lot of noise for no reason. I can't even control how pissed I am right now. I guess.
Yeah, I gotta be uncomfortable, bro. I mean, so that's why I'm doing this fast, so that I can be in that uncomfortable. If I could resist the urge to be hungry and not eat, then I can resist the urge to be here every day. You know what I mean?
Man, you're doing a tremendous job, amazing job, bro. Yeah. Like, you're an incredible young man, bro. I wish I was doing this shit at your age,
bro. You can't be living like that, man.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, he's in the Ashton doing donuts.
Yo.
He's in the Ashton doing donuts.
Far from the press, I ain't gonna rest on some ice.
What the fuck did academics say, bro?
my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big. You ever done it. You be up on everything. Now the whole thing.
Cypher sounds heavy.
Cypher.
Juanito is on the camera shooting the movie.
This nigga reading this shit off of BlackBerry.
Young. Young. What up?
1080p's the film.
Did he ever write his shit? I just can't not think of the grassy.
Monday.
Yeah.
Drake, what's good, my brother?
I'm here. Yeah, man, I'm ready.
Money,
I remember listening the last time I listened to one of these flex. You know, the boy said something. He said, oh, yeah, you know, yeah, young, I got you. Look, I say, young money to the young boy dying out.
Oh my God, he said young money to the young wood. Nah.
You hear me crying out, you see me riding out, and if your man get the stunting wheel. Yeah, okay, it's Young Drizzy. Yeah, all right, I told you.
Young Drizzy for the grassy.
New York, you gotta understand, I've been on the road for like 2 months, just grinding it out, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the road really like doing these shows every night. So I'm coming in, ooh.
Shut up. When was he in the ad?
Slow the F down for your ass is on Pluto. Something he said, all the way. Young. We'll buy my name every single picture. I'm in the Aston doing just give me reasons to appear at night. And just know that I be in the mirror like, are you listening? I hope you hear it right. Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the game.
Oh my God, he's in the Aston doing donuts.
Game and never send it my condolence. Taught to never love a chick and only love the moments. New York City, I could tell the people want it. You got for me, Flex?
You said you're in the Aston Martin. You said you're in the Aston Martin doing donuts.
Yeah, I said that. And I'ma never send my condolence when I kill it.
Exactly. You know what it is? It's Hot 97 is the station. Funkmaster Flex, I run the city. My man Drake is in the bed.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I didn't know who Chud the Builder was.
Doing donuts.
Until like 45 minutes ago, but this seems to be a big deal. So I'm like, okay, like talk about it, I guess. Basically, there's this guy named Chud the Builder where he would like go around like yelling the N-word at black people is what I'm hearing. Again, I'm not educated on the topic, but essentially he would call black people the N-word and then like just try to provoke them essentially. Like apparently his whole thing was legitimately just trying to provoke black people. And he ended up doing it successfully and he shot the guy. Nobody's passed away, but he shot the guy and he's actually he's getting charged with attempted murder. And to be honest, I find none of that particularly interesting. Okay, but what I do find interesting is the complex that I feel like leads to that sort of thing. Like from the small clips I've seen of Chud the Builder, I don't think he's mentally challenged. Clearly he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but like there is a big difference between someone who's just kind of more so like average person intelligent versus someone who's like developmentally delayed. And what I'm saying with that is I feel like he should have known that this just was never going to end well. You know what I mean? Like other than being like extremely racist, like he seems like a normal guy. And it's like you feel like most normal people would understand that kind of thing. But they don't. Reason being, the internet. I'm going to compare this right now to a situation that you're not going to see coming. Okay, are you ready? This reminds me of DoorDash girl. And if y'all don't know about the situation, basically it was this young lady doing DoorDash, you know, doing her thing, making a living. And then she approached this house where the door was like kind of open a bit. And she saw the man in there sleeping with his stuff out. You know, his meat was fully exposed. And in her mind, she's like, oh my gosh, like he did this on purpose because he wanted me to see his meat. She took a video of it and then posted it on the internet. So now she's being indicted for like posting like this non-consensual imagery, and even I think recording it is like the other charge too. But basically, you know, she was living in an echo chamber of like, oh my gosh, like I can kind of just do anything. And again, like chances are hers wasn't her being malicious, right? But again, it still is that mindset of like, I can kind of just do anything, no consequence. Because at least subconsciously and probably consciously too, she knew she would get support from the internet and that sort of thing. Like at least part of her knew that if she accused that guy of like having that sinister plan in order for her to see his meat, that people would believe it and people would run with it, okay? But that's not necessarily how real life works, you know what I mean? Because we're talking about people on the internet. And where this relates to the Chud the Builder situation is there's tons of, you know, pretty white supremacist circles, let's just say, on the internet where the narrative is like, hey, like if you provoke a black person by saying the N-word and then they do something, then they're just violent, you know, like it's just a word, we gotta let everyone say, you know. And he's sitting there like absorbing all that, and he's thinking that, you know, the law is gonna see it the same way. And it's like, no, no, they did not. And then, you know, people talk about free speech, and it's like, bro, you don't want free speech, you just want freedom to use slurs. Literally, if any other part of speech was like completely canceled out, but they could say slurs, they would not complain. But you see my point? Like, people use the internet as a shield without even knowing, right? When it's really not. You know what I mean? Like, they're on their phone, they're scrolling, and they're like, this is real life. Like, they're like, this is actually what happened. Like, no, that's not the world we live in. Same thing with, I remember the David case, which I'm not gonna lie, even I fell victim to, because obviously, like, you know, a bunch of people like online kind of like put the pieces together, and we're like, how come like he's not arrested, right? Like David, you know, the singer who killed that little girl, unfortunately. But people are like, yo, like we literally know this, like how is it taking so long? But you know, the actual criminal legal process, it takes that long. In cases like that, like obviously if they saw him do it, then he would be apprehended immediately. But then same thing with DoorDash girl. Like there's so many people who are like, oh my gosh, this is being like dragged on forever, when in reality that's just like how the legal process works. I remember, and this is kind of different, but I remember when my ex threatened to sue me, right? Because I made that video where it's how I ruined two women's perception of love. You know, I'm just telling a story, and she was talking about like she was gonna sue me. Now mind you, I was not really intimidated at all, because I'm like, you have no case. Like what's the case exactly? Which again is insane to me. I'm like, bro, I never used your name. The only people who would know it was you were the people that you were too like reverse nosy enough to tell, or too not nosy enough to tell. You know what I'm trying to say? But it was genuine. It made me so mad. I'm like, wait, you on sue me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to take it on the chin at that moment. I'm just like, F you, Shar. And you know what it was, bro? She just wanted to see me. Because, you know, in most cases, like if someone's like getting like sued for something, like y'all gonna come to the courtroom together, you know, or like at some point you're gonna be in the same room, right? Like Shawty at that point, she didn't know I was gonna spin the block yet, so she just kind of wanted to see me. Like, bro, what be up with people, okay? But the thing about that is, I remember I was talking to her, and like I was like, I know, like you couldn't sue me for anything. You know what I mean? Like physically, you can sue anybody for anything, but I was like, you have no case, like you're not gonna win. And she basically said that the lawsuit wouldn't have been to win. The lawsuit simply would have been to, for one, she told me her lawyer was a bit dirty, okay, that he fought dirty. And I'm like, okay, that does increase the scare factor a little bit, because like, what do you mean he fights dirty? But what she said was the reason she was doing it is to, even if she didn't win, like the process would have exhausted so long that I just would have been like, I don't know, like I guess really stressed. And they also didn't know that I have lawyers in my family, so they thought I would have had to like pay a lawyer. But again, you see my point? These are long, drawn out processes, okay? But then on the internet, you get on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and we think we're the judges and jury. Legitimately, especially with DoorDash girl case, there was so much misinformation being spread, okay? Rumors of a video of her opening the door and then not opening the door. Dude, I remember I almost got into trouble with that, and people were really mad at it. Like, because I remember I made the original video, and I was like, man, the door was cracked open. Like, what, she can't just record them because the door is cracked open. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then people commented, like, it was everyone in the comments being like, no, bro, she opened the door, she opened the door, she opened the door. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Here I am thinking I'm wrong. So then I make another video. I'm like, yo, my bad. I was just told that like she opened the door. Here I am trusting the internet. It's mistake number one. You should never do that. But I'm like, my bad. Apparently she did open the door, and they did send me the photoshopped picture, which 100% worked on me, not gonna lie. So anyways, I'm like, yeah, it turns out the door was closed. And then on that, everyone was like, no, it wasn't. They're like, that video doesn't exist. So then I made another video where I was like, actually, my bad. Turns out what I saw was fake, blah, blah, blah. And then people, you know what made me mad? They were like, delete the other video then. And I'm like, no, this is my job. This is how I make money. And also, I have no patience for the delete the video crowd. Unless I say something, no, I'm not deleting the video. Unless it's a situation where I feel like networking wise, like say I had a video like hating on a creator, and then like I wanted to collab with them eventually, I would definitely, you know, private that video. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like a conniving little bitch in that way, but like sometimes you need to be that person. And another reason why the whole like, you know, delete the video thing doesn't really fall with me is I've had so many people make videos about me, so many people, you know, like tweet, post in some form or fashion, and just lie. And just, you know, and those things never get deleted. So I'm like, if I make a God to honest mistake and then I follow it up in another video being like, yo, that last video, BS, my bad, and I take full accountability, which I did, then no, I'm not deleting that video, bro. Hell no. That shit pissed me off thinking about it. But anyways, you know what I'm saying, bro, about like, because again, like she recorded that dude and she was like, yep, the internet's going to be on my side, which even by itself is dangerous. Because you know how many times I feel like people come up and they're like, yeah, the internet's going to love my side on this one. And then they get shit on. But anyway, she's thinking they're going to love this, they're going to love this, they're going to love this. And then same thing with Chud the Builder. He's hearing like, oh man, like, you know, they're violent. Like if they react to it, like they're violent. Like it's just a word, you can say whatever you want, free country. And it's like I feel like these kinds of things happen in less extreme senses all the time. Like people dude, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is definitely not that big of a thing, so you probably don't know this, but long time ago there's this girl on TikTok, she got punched in the face. And basically, like people before they found this out found her content to be quite grating. Let's just say a lot of people were not surprised that she was punched in the face. And the reason I bring this up is because on the internet we can talk to people a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Like I can say, like I can call you a bitch right now and chances are nothing's gonna happen to me, okay? But like if I'm in real life and I step to you and I call you the B word, you might want to put hands on me or Chud the Builder me. Like situations can get you touched in real life, Paul. And the thing is, I feel like a lot of people do know this, right? Because I know there's a lot of people, like me personally, because again, you know, I get in like controversy a lot. Like I have a lot of people who claim to not like me. I've never really like had anyone who recognizes me be on that kind of time. And it's like if I have followers recognize me on, like there definitely been a hater who recognize. But it's like people know, oh, like I can hate comment on his post, but I can't necessarily walk up to him and start like popping my shit. Now, mind you, someone could be talking crazy and they could face the consequences, whatever those consequences may or may not be. But the vast majority of people don't like risking those consequences. You know what I mean? And I don't even just mean me in particular. I'm talking about just in general. You know what I mean? Like if I see a content creator I don't like and say he's like just like this small scrawny guy, like I'm not gonna like I don't do hate comments in general. But I definitely know I'm not going to walk up to him and be like, yo, like, you're stupid. I hate you. You know what I mean? Same thing. Because I remember, y'all know I don't like J. Cole's music, right? And there are so many people like, cool, they're like, oh, but if you met J. Cole, though, you'd dap him up. And I'm like, yeah, I probably would, actually. Like, you expect me to, like, meet a stranger and then, like, to their face, like, talk trash about their music? Like, no. Like, not gonna lie, if I met J. Cole, I'd pretend I was a fan. You know what I mean? Because that's what you do in real life. Because you don't actually want to rock the boat like that. But on the internet, rocking the boat's fun because you have this shield of the internet, okay? Like, it reminds me of when I was playing football and I used to, every time we got, like, pads on, like, helmet, shoulder pads, all that, if a fight broke out, I was in it. Like, now, again, off the field, I got no pads on, I'm not getting into a fight for the life of me, especially with these dudes. But we got helmets on, we got shoulder pads on. Oh yeah, I'm involving myself immediately because I'm like, I'm not actually gonna get hurt. I have all these pads. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, get me in the gut? You know what I mean? And you can't necessarily punch someone who has a helmet on, which I definitely did a few times. Though the magic of it is you got to hit them with like this right here. You got to kind of like claw them wherever you want to hit them. But you see what I'm saying though? Like that's how the internet is for people, okay? Because and the thing is, it's fun. Like when I got into those football fights, I was having a great time, bro. Genuinely, it was bliss because I'd always be having a rough day. Like sometimes I just need to get some aggression out. And I couldn't really do it like traditionally on the field because I just was always getting thrown around. You know what I mean? So for the internet, that's a lot of people, right? You know, especially there are people I know for a fact where in their day-to-day lives, they feel like they can't really like step up and say anything to anybody. So then, you know, they get on a faceless Twitter, faceless TikTok account, and then they start shitting on people to make themselves feel bad. And then those people, when they don't have enough normal social interaction, I feel like they fall into the like, oh yeah, like this is just shit I can do. And that's why I feel like you see so many things about like people getting beat up over the internet. You know what I mean? Like there are people who it's just very easy to make them feel emboldened. Like they don't see the difference. Like I tell people all the time, if you were to meet me in real life, I would be a bit different than I am online because there are ways to speak that's more entertaining, words to use that are more entertaining. But IRL, it would be weird. Okay, it reminds me of how I used to record my TikToks. Some people still say I do talk fast. I don't think I talk fast at all. But basically, when I first started recording my TikToks, I remember my thing was I need to get these stories out as fast as possible because I knew as a viewer, I was like, I hate like when I'm watching a TikTok and someone's really not getting into it. Like there's just a lot of fluff, like they're talking so whatever, right? But then I remember I went to YouTube and I was like, oh, actually, it probably benefits me a lot more if I can be more patient and think about what I'm saying a bit more. Because if I made a video where like, again, if I'm talking for like an hour and I'm talking at, I don't know what would be a lot. I was about to say 60 words per minute. I'm exaggerating number, like 200 words per minute. That would lead to problems. It probably wouldn't be enjoyable content just because like this isn't the place for it. And it's like there's a place for most things. Like again, like I can call people fat and ugly on Twitter if I want to, right? On here, actually, I don't know. I've never tried it on here, okay? But I don't want to risk it. YouTube's too valuable to me. But on TikTok, I couldn't dare call someone fat and ugly like verbally because of the rules there, because the moderation there, okay? And the point I'm trying to make, I know I'm making a lot of comparisons, is it's like real life has a different moderation system than the internet. And it's a lot scarier because it's unpredictable, right? If I go up and say I walk up to someone, I call them the B word, right? If I call someone the B word on TikTok, it might be like, okay, I'm going to get the comment deleted or like the video deleted. You know, I'm going to be on warning for a while or whatever. Right. And, you know, you can expect that to happen to everyone who makes that violation. Right. But if I go up and I call someone the B word, they might just be like, and then walk away. Right. And that could be like, oh, I win. I can say whatever I want. But they might punch me in the face. So that's why people are more careful in real life. Like, again, like there are jokes I make on the internet that I would not make in real life if I did not know this person that way. Because when I get on the internet and I say something to you guys, I don't have to worry about making it awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, like, what are they going to say? Because it's like, bruh, you can't. So again, you have to recognize the fact that if anything, no, real life probably is like unmoderated, right? But it's like every individual person moderates like the own things they choose to accept. So why, oh why would you go around testing people, right? And then why, if you think black people are so violent, would you want to get violent with? I mean, obviously the whole thing is he wanted to shoot one. But like, I just mean like, as far as like for your life, like, are you not afraid? Like, are you not afraid of coming across like a black person who also has a weapon? Or what if he's not alone? Again, that Chud the Builder guy, just silly, bro. Can't believe he would do something like that. But again, I don't know, bro. With a name like Chud the Builder, what did I even expect? But with that being said, today, I actually have a link today. Okay, wish me luck. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna record another video before I go out on the link, which obviously wouldn't really matter to you. You'd just probably see it tomorrow. I thought I paused, but yeah, wish me luck on the link. I've been waiting on this link for the longest time. Okay, now mind you, it wasn't like a begging situation, but it was a situation where we kind of weren't talking for a bit, and I was just kind of like, I was like, bro, I need to get her back in the rotation, and here we are. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Everything I have to say, I'm so sorry, and I love you. Have a great day, night, evening, morning.
The fuck is this? Hold on.
Our new $20 million house tour. Oof. Yeah, anybody remember the day when you were like not 5 years old, when you were like 8 and you thought $1 million house was this? Can I rewind to the overshot?
It probably
I feel like everybody... Yo, actually, though, $1 million house in Texas is kind of like this. No, it's not. If you're in, like, West Virginia or, like, Texas, $1 million house might be that big. Not with property, though, and a tennis court. I love how they just use straight copyrighted music. Why do they do that? It's like now they can't even monetize their own video.
They can take it out.
Too rich? I don't know, bro. Like any time I watch like a video with Ron or any of those guys, and it'll just be like straight full copyright. How much do you think those houses in the neighborhood below them are? Like over here. Like they look really small from a distance, but I guarantee you those are like 5-bedroom houses. Those houses are also probably like $5 million in the back. Is this in LA? See, like, I'd never want to live in LA. I think, in my opinion, LA is like a shithole of like a place to be. Like so many, it's just like too much rise and grind shit. And it's like, also, I feel like I grew up, I know, dude, and that's what's weird is because like half of these guys are from like the Northeast. But I feel like I've been to Cali and I loved like San Diego. I went to San Fran. Like I've been around Cali. I think it's nice, but like I could never live in LA. It's so many like, it's not just influencers, bro. Like the vibe of being in LA is like, you have to be like better than everyone. Yeah, it feels like it. I don't want to say it feels evil because it's not, but it feels like I would never be able to be like, oh yeah, I live in LA. It's like fake. I'm not saying they're fake. I'm saying the LA vibe is.
Welcome to the new house, yes! Let's do it!
New house, new crib.
You gotta pop it off. You gotta show them.
This is my room. So right when we step in, obviously.
Bro, no way we got this epic ass background music. 7% skill, 1% luck, or whatever that shit is. Oh, power of will. What is that song? Yeah, I used to listen to that shit when I lifted. When I was like 13.
So right when you step in, obviously you have my room I'm gonna be staying at, you know.
Marlon lives in a library.
Kind of like very, you know, library-wise, like it's kind of like old vibe, you know, vintage. You know what I'm saying? I think
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. If this was my room, I'm tearing down those fucking. I am tearing down these wooden cabinets. Holy.
kind of like very, you know, library-wise, like it's kind of like old vibe, you know, vintage. You know what I'm saying? I think if that should be it because it's older vibe. You know?
Looks haunted, actually. This is too rich of a house to be haunted, though. There's probably only been one person that's ever lived here. It's way too rich to be haunted.
Anyways, he's old as fuck.
Jake Paul used to live here.
He's old as fuck. He's so old.
Anyways, man, so this is my room, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what I'm thinking for. I think I'm gonna do like something like vintage. Now, obviously, this doesn't really fit the box. It's like different colors and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit literally looks like you're in like a fucking castle. Oh my god, bleed purple.
You know what I mean?
It's really well decorated.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. This is
we bleed purple here at twitch.com or twitch.tv.
right now like an office, but I think I'm gonna
At twitch.tuvalu, we bleed purple.
turn it into a bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So right we have a bed, make this a little more. So it's like bedroom vibe, go right out to the work vibe. So I have both places. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously the bathroom, not crazy to see there, but also.
Would you live in a content house? Hell no. Every content house I've ever seen has been the dirtiest fucking shit ever. They all organize. I'm not just saying the core boys. OSCS, they all do this shit. They have their own room that's clean, and then right when you walk outside into like their common living space, it is just boxes. Boxes of stuff. The sink's full. Nothing's in the fridge. They only order food. It's actually a frat house. Like, but worse. But worse. Because it's a frat house full of rich guys that just buy stuff and forget about it. So you'll see them in the hallway being like, oh, yeah, this is just shit from like 2 years ago. And it's just like sitting in a box. I'm like, why? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, first floor, right outside, see everything.
What type of gaming chair?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
someone's calling. Ring, ring. Do not scream. You know that meme?
First floor vibes, you know what I'm saying? And another one was on the first floor.
Right over there. Go
Why is he running?
Come on, bro.
Where are you running? Yo, Sil, where are you going?
Welcome to my humble abode.
Yo, can I say that, like, I feel like when it's not only just echo shit, like, obviously you have sound problems with bigger rooms and echoing and, like, sound transfer back and it goes into your mic and it fucks up the audio. I also just feel like obviously I did this stream room versus my old one because this one has more space, but I still like the idea of, like, a cozy.
Oh, I already swiped. It's too late, bro.
Vibe. You know what I mean? Like, this is a smaller room. Like, when there's stream rooms in, like, a fucking living room with 30-foot ceilings, I'm like, It feels like it's just like a weird PC spot. Like it's just in a living room.
So as you guys may see, it is a very open
like a dining hall
area. So you do see a lot of my old stuff from the last house here.
Did they buy this house or are they renting?
I'm gonna make this.
I'm assuming it's a rent.
Wait, no, you moved. Wow. What?
Elise, how much did they say? Because it's a $20 million house, but they're probably what? They're probably renting for like a lot. It's probably like $100K a month.
Oh my god.
52K a month? Do you think they all split that evenly? Like, how does that work?
What? Oh my god. No way, Woo. You're really.
So
how much would that be per person? Silky's in the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't say 6, 7. What's 52 divided by 7? 8K a person? Like 8K a month. Ooh. They're spending 96K a year each to live here.
We learned and we prepared. We prevailed above all odds.
I have haters, but it's okay.
So basically, you're removing everything out this room
That's like terrifying.
and turn it into a stream room.
You make 60K off subs a month. Bro, Zod, I'm just saying, like, the idea of spending 9K a month in rent when you have 6 roommates is crazy. I understand they're living in a $20 million mansion. I'm saying, like, they're fucking... It's the phase guys. It's the core boys. Actually, it's not even the core boys. It's core, Zod. Get it right.
Yes, and then I have back.
Wow. Phase doesn't exist anymore.
Back here, like a little office.
The pro team does. The content team does not.
Area. Maybe, Marlon was talking about turning that room of his into like a bedroom. This might be like on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is where you gonna bring the bitches.
Is this me? This isn't me. This is me. Oh, our official kitchen. This is our kitchen.
That will not be used for anything. that will not be used for anything because Ron and all of them just...
Outside, see every.
Oh, listen,
Hey, rice and crackers could hit in here.
Rice and crackers.
What? Rice and crackers.
Rice and crackers.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Yo, okay, we gotta keep this clean though. Our last kitchen was disgusting.
Flies everywhere.
Listen. If you have trash,
Y'all were the reason why I was disgusting. Y'all didn't clean them after yourself.
Yes. No,
it was y'all. Very simple. Just throw your trash out.
I remember we did a cleaning segment.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I forced. That was 4 days after.
All right, unless it's my stream setup.
Wow.
Bro, you know I got the
Captain Arlington.
Arlington.
What? Yeah. Fuck Arlington.
Yo, he's tripping. Anyways, listen, this is probably where I'm gonna put my setup. Big angle right here. We got a bar over here.
Had 2.
And we're gonna get the third.
I appreciate y'all.
That's super nice.
I'll just probably put the setup
Wait,
right here.
y'all told me that it was that room over there.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah, I said this.
Oh, wow, that's even nicer.
Oh,
shit. And they got outlets.
You got like the evil professor type of
nice.
vibe.
Go ahead.
Actually,
yeah. He did say that because he had to put his clothes in.
Yeah, closet.
Because you had that whole room.
Set up window here.
Exactly.
Set up
If you get thirsty, there's a water pipe right behind you too.
A lot of ventilation.
Yeah.
Good AC.
Yo, I just woke up, but we gotta talk about something for real, okay? Apparently, in a leaked song, Drake dissed LeBron, okay? And apparently, there's been this Drake-LeBron beef ever since the Drake-Kendrick beef. And I don't know these people, obviously, but I think the story goes that Drake's mad because LeBron was, like, listening to Kendrick at the time, or he went to, like, the pop-out show or something. And here's the thing about, like, all of this, okay? It's making people pick sides between, you know, their LeBron allegiance and their Drake allegiance. Now, me personally, y'all know LeBron's my GOAT, okay? And also, I do like some of Drake's music, not nearly as much as people seem to think though. Like I remember going into the Drake Kendrick beef initially, I was like, yeah, like they both make good music. And then that ended up like being a take you could no longer have after a while. Like, like I remember disses would drop and then I'd be like, oh yeah, that just went crazy. And then like the other person's diss would drop. I'd be like, oh, this diss went crazy too. And then people would like pick a side. And I'm like, dude, I am not in there. I'm not TDE. I'm not OVO. Like I don't have to pick a side. I can just enjoy all of this. But here's why people think I'm like a Drake like meat writer though. I liked The Heart Part 6 as a diss. Okay, I thought it was amazing. And hence, I think Drake won the beef. Now mind you, I think the repercussions from the beef happening to him are worse than what's happening to Kendrick, obviously. But I feel like in the beef itself, I feel like he won. Because I think The Heart Part 6 was response-worthy, right? And it's like, if you're not going to respond to something response-worthy, how do I award you the win? But also, it's whatever. Like, I don't really care like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, passionate about it. Now, mind you, I am passionate about The Heart Part 6 being a good song because the problem is when people are going in and doing, like, everyone already decided that in their mind Drake lost just because Not Like Us was so good. So I don't know if people were tired of the beef, but it just straight up got to a point where they're not even like listening anymore. And I remember what they did, because I know for a fact some people are gonna do it in this comment section, because every time I talk about it, they take lyrics from The Heart Part 6, and these are like the same people where like people are like, oh my gosh, you know, Kendrick, he released that song called what was it, like 716 in LA because it's Tupac's birthday, and then you know Drake's mom lives on 7, you know what I mean? Like people are just doing like a whole bunch of like convolution to be like, this is why he did. In every Kendrick line, people are like, oh my gosh, guys, this is a quadruple entendre. He means this and this and this. But then when it came to Drake's disses, they just took all the lyrics at like either face value or like an even worse value than it actually was. Like I know in particular, there's that like one sequence where it's like, oh, the person you got your information from is a clown or something of the sort. And then at a different point in the song, he's like, yeah, we fed you the information. And people just couldn't seem to understand that those two bars that were separate from each other, by the way, that they're about different things. Like fed you the information was about the fake daughter thing. If you remember, there was a whole fake daughter narrative that got put into a song that ended up being not true, that everyone like ignores for some reason. Again, like people really just decided they wanted Drake to lose. And you gotta understand, I'm fully impartial here. This is someone who has more Kendrick vinyls than Drake vinyls. So anyways, it's like that, like, yeah, we fed you the information, but then it's like the other stuff that was being discussed, doing unsavory things with minor, you know what I mean? Like that's what they were talking about. But then for some people are just like, bro, this is incoherent mess. Like, I'm like, that's why I hate about the beef. Like, no one can just be real. Like, I don't know. I was talking about this the other day. Like, I don't know if it was like since like 2020 or something, but people cannot just dislike something normally anymore. Like, people can't just be like, man, I like Kendrick more. Or even they can't be like, I like Drake more. They act like every song that either Kendrick or Drake made is like the worst song ever, that neither of them have ever had a good album. And then when you're of like the actual true objective belief that like, hey, they both make good music, then you get fanboy allegations for like either of them. But anyways, I always have to make that disclaimer anytime like I talk about like Drake's success and tatted on him. So if I'm LeBron's Drake, I definitely wouldn't stop bringing that shit up either. However, I also must say, he used to have like a picture of high school LeBron tatted on him. So if I'm LeBron in this instance, I don't think I could be mad. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's an ego boost. It's like, I'm trying to think. It's like you break up with somebody and then like they start like trying to shit on you, and it's like you've literally slapped me up. Like, bro, I've been inside you. Like, this is not resonating the way you want it to resonate. But again, that doesn't necessarily invalidate the anger, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what Drake's angry about. Like, I'm seeing a bunch of Drake glazers in my comment section like craft up these narratives where they're like, oh yeah, LeBron was doing this and then Drake did this, and then I'm like, you don't know. Because think about how many times there's been like, I don't know, some sort of rap beef, some sort of rap drama, and then people are like, oh, like what's up with that? And then you end up finding out what it was, and then you're like, oh. So yeah, I'm not really judging one way or another, okay? But I know there's a lot of Drake LeBron fan overlap. So seeing them kind of like choose their side is kind of hilarious to me. Like genuinely like choosing side. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna give Iceman a listen when it comes out. And I'm also gonna cheer for LeBron next season. Like, I think it's possible. Like, I find it so interesting how someone who knows neither party, right? Like, they don't know LeBron, they don't know Drake, they don't know anybody in these people's respective camp, but they feel like they have to owe somebody loyalty and pick a side. And it's like, why? Because I'll tell you right now, if I knew Drake or Kendrick or LeBron, I'd instantly, all my commentary would be swaying in their favor. I'd be extremely biased. Like, bro, if I ended up knowing Drake, I would be like, and you asked me about, I'd be like, I would never be so slanderous towards Drizzy Drake. Like, that would be me. And I'd actually mean it. Because I'm like, when you actually know somebody, I feel like that's when the loyalty is owed to. Just like there's this dude, which this is kind of different because me and him used to be like actual friends, but we haven't talked in like years. Or not, we haven't like talked in years. But basically, he's in the NFL, and they're like people trying to go around like calling him like a bust or whatever, being like he's underperforming. Like, bro, I will argue with people all day. I don't care what stat they pull up. That's my boy, bro. He's not a bust. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's like a reasonable place for that to come in. But I feel like a lot of people on the internet just give that to random celebrities for like no reason. And it reminds me of the whole JPEG Mafia thing where people are just slandering. Like, thing is, I, as like a fan of the music, can't acknowledge that sometimes he says things where it's like, oh yeah, like that was kind of corny. Like, oh, that was, like, why would you do? Like, I can recognize what I see, right? But there are some people who recognize what they see and then like turn on the lies as well. And those are the people like, oh, well, he doesn't actually make experimental music. Oh, he can't rap. You know what I mean? Like, people get so caught up in what they want to get caught up in. Like, I promise you, there's someone somewhere where LeBron is no longer their GOAT because him and Drake are beefing apparently. And it's just like, bro, like, I feel like it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that makes for like a worse earth. And I'm not gonna lie, especially I feel like when people get mad about how celebrities act, like, I feel like a lot of like how celebrities act kind of is because they know they have these stands that are gonna like just slam. Like, I remember there was this one interview where Kanye said I forgot, he was one of his like interviews where he was kind of amped up, but I remember like he screamed into the mic. He was like, yo, you know, no black people go to the Nike store today. He's like, if you're black, don't go to the Nike store, something like that. And he was like, that's how powerful I am. Which, mind you, would he divert every black person from going to the Nike store? Of course not. But there are people where at that time, if they heard Kanye say, don't go to the Nike store today, they're not going to the Nike store today. And it's like, do you see how stuff like that leads to other things, right? Leads to like these egos that like these celebrities get that people claim to hate. They claim to not like the ego. Personally, I have no issue with it.
I didn't see that, but I don't think I went
with it, right? But people really don't like when celebrities see themselves as superior, but it's like you treat them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me, right? Where obviously I'm not Drake, but I know that there are things I can do on the internet and things I can say that are going to have like people's support 100%. And obviously that's not, you know, referencing everyone on the internet, but it's enough people for me to cover my behind. Like, bro, I could get into a beef with a creator and I could be 100% in the wrong, right? Like, I don't usually do this, but like, say okay, I don't do this. I've been meaning to make a video about this, but like, if I were to just like unprovoked, like me and this person never had an interaction before, like if I were just be like, oh, like they're ugly, right? Like, and just like did something like that. People think I do it unprovoked, never done it unprovoked. Like, if I call someone unattractive, it's because they did something I didn't like first, okay? And I don't just mean like in life, I mean like they had to have done something directly like insulting to me. Like the other day, there was this guy who called me red pill. So I was like, okay, he's ugly, so I can kind of work that in. Remember, there's that woman who called me the F slur, so I said she was fat. Like, do we see my line here, my line of logic? But anyways, say I did do that, right? Say I just called someone out for no reason. I was like, hey, like, you're ugly, blah, 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 blah. And then like they got mad and now there's beef. I know that there would be people who would be on my side, even though in that situation, I would morally be 100% in the wrong. And the thing is, I like that that's like an ability that I have, but at the same time, like, that's just simple. It's parasocial. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people, like, they just gotta lock in. Like, when it gets to the point where like someone like they post like a joke about, you know, the Drake and LeBron thing, and you're commenting like paragraphs about Drake and LeBron's relationship and why it's so rational that Drake would be acting in such a way. Or even if you're doing it in LeBron's favor. Like, it gets to a point, man. Like, there's no way in God's green earth you should be able to write a paragraph about a relationship between two people that you have never met. And it's like, no, I don't care about those, like, quote unquote insider tweets that say this and that. And I'm not, it's not gonna, like, speaking of insider tweets, is it just me? It's not just me. I've seen other people talk about it. But there are some crazy LeBron articles out right now. And they're saying this, that, and the third. It's insane. Okay, but I will say one thing. I remember, and it doesn't even have like an agenda to it, so it's kind of complicated. I remember when I was playing college football, and there would be like an article out, right, about something that, like, oh my gosh, I hit the mic, I'm so sorry, but about like something going on with the team. I remember you would be like, how on God's green earth do these people know? Like, how did they find their way into this information? It's kind of crazy. Like, someone would get like hurt at private practice and they would know, you know what I mean? Or there'd be like a scandal, of course, and then they would know. Because it's funny, I remember when I was younger, like when I was in like high school, I'm like, oh, like they don't know, like these are just articles, like they wouldn't know. But I'll say, like, when it comes to like athletics, many things are just like true and they just know them, which is kind of crazy. Obviously they're not shooting 100 though, okay, but I'm saying that to say, transitioning into like more of like a creator space, I've heard like situations like that where it's like the opposite. It's like the vast majority of the time people don't know shit and they're just kind of throwing it out there. And things, even if they get like the general concept right, they get it wrong, you know? And I really wonder why that is. Like, why it feels like there's such like a difference in like accuracy. I don't know, probably a difference between like sports reporting and like intentionally like gossip reporting. But either way, my point is, I'm not gonna see one of like those articles, one of those like, oh, I was on the Drake tour and here's what happened. Like, I'm simply not gonna believe it until I see something that's like actually credible. Because people just get on here and lie. People just get on it. It's the craziest thing to me. Like, I forgot, there was like this one thing, I think it was like when ASAP Yams like passed away or whatever. Like, it was like the anniversary of it, and oh yeah, there was some dude saying that like, oh yeah, ASAP Rocky, like he sacrificed them, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, imagine like one of your closest friends passed away and you got niggas going around saying that you sacrificed. Like, that's the craziest thing about people who are like super
Insane.
famous. People just say things. Like, I remember there's this one white woman being like, oh yeah, like everyone knows Will Smith is gay, blah 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 blah. Drop no evidence whatsoever, just pure allegation. Okay, now this is not me saying that all allegations are false, and it's not me saying that there's nobody who has the inside scoop on these things actually. I'm just saying there's blatantly so much misinformation. And for some reason, like, people are just willing to believe things, right? Like, to be like, I don't know, even if it's someone I don't like, if it's someone I don't like and like they get accused of something with like no actual evidence, I'm not going to add that to my mental lexicon when thinking about them. You know what I mean? Now, look, obviously there's some things that are a bit more heinous and a bit more like damning of allegations, like when they're presented. But I'm talking about the whole like, oh, like Will Smith is gay. Oh, I met this celebrity and they were like mean to me. This person's so rude. Like, you know, like I just don't buy it, because there are people that hate people they don't know so much that they will get on the internet and lie about them. And that's kind of scary when you really think about it. And not only are people don't also just lie, like some people genuinely like misremember. Like, I remember I was in like a scandal on Twitter for something, I forgot what people were mad at, but then they were like, oh, like this is the guy who stole that woman's shoes. I've never stolen a woman's shoes in my life. I wouldn't be able to fit them. But there were like thousands and thousands of likes on this post being like, oh yeah, like give her shoes back, like this guy, the guy who stole the shoes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I end up finding out that like there's like another dude who stole shoes and that's just who they thought I was, you know what I mean? So my point is, it's like, people, I feel like these people see tweets of like the Drake and LeBron situation, they feel like they're in the know, they're like, oh yeah, like there we go, like this is what happened, this is what I'm gonna regurgitate to everyone I talk to this about. But that's not necessarily something you should be going off. And also, I don't think it's something you should care about that much. You don't know these people. Again, like, bro, the only time I show loyalty to people, like, I remember there was I have a friend who's a content creator. They got into beef with this other content creator who I had no issues with at the time. And I unmutualed who they were beefing with, right? Like, that was the thing I was doing. But what I could never see myself doing is like, I would just say I'm recreationally following two content creators and I found out they don't like each other, then I unfollow one of them. Like, it's absurd, bro. Like, people are parasocial and they need help. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, everything. I'm Sam. So sorry, and I love you. Have a great day, night, evening, morning.
Hmm.
Yo,
What's going on, champs and champions? It's Fire Monkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we'll be talking about 2 free rewards you can actually get in Fortnite just by logging in. We'll also be talking about a system that was actually going to allow you to get more free rewards that might actually be scrapped, and more. So let's...
I mean, never send my condolence when I kill it.
Exactly. You know what it is? It's Hot 97.
They love me, but I got Toronto haters too that sit around and talk about what they'd have done if they was you. Yeah, but no, I ball without a sphere in sight. Club owners give me reasons to appear at night. And just know that I be in the mirror like, are you listening? I hope you hear it right. Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the game and never send it my condolence. Taught to never love a chick and only love the moments. New York City, I could tell the people want it. What you got for me, Flex?
You said you're in the Aston Martin. You said you're in the Aston Martin doing donuts.
Yeah, I said that. And I'ma never send my...
Like R. Kelly wet dreams, I always keep 16s, nigga. Me and Flex looking in the index for buff net niggas just for some hot butt sex.
Oh, he said him and Flex.
What made you go with that verse?
I don't.
What made you with that verse?
I gotta.
Pictures. You and the soon-to-be love of your life are going on a first date on from Hinge or whatever you rascals find love at. And you guys end up going to a thrift as a first date. Really, me, personally, I think that's not a really good date because you guys are at 2 different sections and then you guys bump into each other. Ooh, I found this. Needless to say, you guys enter a Goodwill, and you thought it was prime time, like it was 2016, and you're about to find the shit like a Pow Pow jacket or something. What you find instead is 18,000 niggas full of different types of Harley Hansen jackets, Pow Pow jackets, a bunch of thrifted bullshit, ties with the jeans and the Jaded London jeans. What you're realizing and witnessing in this Goodwill is what is that word called? It's on the tip of my cock.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are going to pivot a little bit. We're going to pivot a little bit hard because we've been doing a lot of music lately, and I kind of want to shift and try to explore different avenues, different exploration, different topics, different theories, different areas as the reaction channel starts to grow. So I was thinking today I would do a Therapist Logan Reacts to a streamer. And the streamer I picked is someone I've come across recently and someone I think I enjoy seeing their values kind of come through and their realness, and somebody I'd label as a good streamer because of the message that they're spreading, as well as just the self-awareness that I've seen in the very short clips that I have seen of this individual. Just the skill set, the characteristics are that this individual is going to be able to pass down and spread through their fans and do these different things is just so awesome to see. And again, I've just seen a few clips, but I think a lot of the streamer stuff is, again, you want to get clickbait, you want to get as many clicks, as many views and interactions as possible. But I think this individual has just really grinded to where they are now, just because, again, spreading a solid message, again, still reacting in a very funny way. He's a very funny dude as well. But yeah, that's no other than Joe Bartolozzi. So yeah, I want to kind of just go through and watch some shorts so you guys can get a kind of a quick experience of him. I know I will not
It's the longest intro ever, bro. If you were to know.
God damn, why the cops chasing us like this? Hey, hold on, hey, turn that back on, cause I was watching that shit. That's that new Grand Theft Auto that came out.
No, this is Mabel Simmons, also known as Medea. She's done everything under the sun. Scamming, identity theft, drug dealing.
She did everything except attempted murder.
Attempted murder?
Okay, Lupita, calm down.
All right, does anyone want to volunteer to do the Medea case? Anyone? Okay, all right, no problem, Linda, it's on you. 89% conviction rate. Look at you go, girl. You know, I just do everything that I can. Looks like my really bad weave.
That's my baby. Hey, baby, tonight we were supposed to meet up, you know what I'm saying, so I could get some Mr. Nasty time. But now you got to do a fucking case and shit, so I guess it's cool.
Man, you finally set a damn date too, man. That's crazy. So you about to get married and shit.
Yeah, man.
You need to maybe your best man.
Man, you know I got fucking brothers, man.
I know, man, but come on, dog. Like, the mayor gonna be there and shit. The DA, you know what I mean?
Man, you could be my ring bearer or something, man, or, you know what I'm saying? Bring me out some codeine lean when I'm at the altar. You know I like to be on my Dave Blunt shit.
Man, whatever, man. Here we are. Medea goes to jail.
Another Tyler Perry movie, and one that at least this one's kind of funny. It's also traumatizing though, so
anyways, this story follows two different perspectives and two different storylines. One involving Mabel Simmons, Medea, and how she keeps getting in trouble with the law. And the other, a woman named Candace.
Candace?
Can this dick fit in your mouth? All right, my fault. Now that dark-skinned guy we just saw, his name was Joshua. He's one of the main characters of the story. He's about to get married to the light-skinned bitch with the bad hair. Her name's Linda. His friend Chuck is also a really good guy. That'll come up later. And Candace, well, we haven't met her yet, but we will soon. Anyways, at Medea's house. Oh shit, they put Mr. Brown and Corey in this bitch? Oh, that's tough. Anyways, Tyler Perry ass done popped up. This play every character, like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, they're about to go to the courthouse because, well, Medea got in trouble again. Now, Miss Candace, why are you in here again? This is the second time you got arrested for prostitution. Oh, you know a girl got to do what she got.
Got the paddock on my wrist doing front.
Gotta do. I gotta suck a little dick and get a little check. You feel me? I've been on my knees like Colin Kaepernick.
Oh shit, hey, I can't do this, Judge. I know her. Hey, Linda, can you do this case for me?
Anyways, none of that's gonna be necessary. Just pass it to your colleague. We're gonna set the bail at $1,500.
$1,500? Damn, I gotta get her out, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, that's the least I could do for Candace. You feel me? After all the bullshit I put her through.
Now, Medea bitch ass, she ended up getting out because they didn't Mirandize her. That's something that cops need to do. If they don't give you your Miranda rights, then you got the right to walk the out of there. Now, Candace ends up getting out after Joshua gives the bail to the clerk. He tries to get her in contact with Ellen, somebody that goes around and helps women that be on the streets a lot. Oh my God, what kind of minister is that? She's kind of an asshole. So where you want to do this? You can go to your car or whatever.
Man, what the man, I want no goddamn sex. I helped you because you my friend, cuz. What you doing out here on these damn streets anyway? Out here tripping.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know I'm out here after everything that happened to me. Lame ass.
Damn, you ain't gotta talk to me like that anyway. You wanna go get something to eat? You need to eat a goddamn Snickers. You clearly is hungry. You know, shorties be all mad when they hungry and shit.
Now, Medea's on the way home. They in the car praying for her and shit. She lied and said if she got out of that court situation, she would go to church. You know she wasn't going to church. But anyways, at the diner, Josh was talking to Candace.
Man, so why the hell was you out on that street, man? You was smart. You getting straight A's.
Why is you sitting there pretending like what happened didn't happen? Well, it did happen, Josh, and it changed my life forever.
You talking about when the last season of the Parkers came on and they ended the show?
No, motherfucker. You know what, man? I'm getting tired of this shit. Playing dumb and all that. Yo, shh, be quiet, bro.
Bro, loud as
don't shush me. Hey, man, who the is this anyway?
Oh, this is my friend Candace. Oh, shit, Linda. Oh, I thought you was at the goddamn courthouse, man. What's up with you?
Who is this smelly ass bitch with the nasty, cheap ass wig on? Her shit look like cheerleading pom-poms. This is your girlfriend? Yeah, that'll never work. Oh, anyways, my friend Donna's outside. I gotta leave.
Hold on, bitch. Hey, take this card, okay? Now, I want you, if you need anything, I mean anything at all, call me, okay? What the f is y'all looking at, man? Nosy asses.
Are you gonna handle that? Oh, I am. Don't worry. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of those people. You're an assistant DA.
Man, shut your bougie ass up, bro. You been giving everything in life. I'm talking about everything, bro. Them lip injections, that cheap ass hair, your college education. Like, man, I'm getting tired of this. Hey, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie, your girl bad, though. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me? You know your boy saying ain't really rocking with the light-skinned Johns like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. No disrespect. I will fuck with a light skin, but they gotta have a great heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time for that bougie shit. Real shit. But you know, your boy Sim prefer the brown-skinned Johns and the dark-skinned Johns. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
Hey, man, will you shut your motherfucking horny ass up?
Man, I ain't horny, man. I'm just a lover boy, cuz.
And whatever. That's why you always promoting your damn Instagram and shit. Always trying to subliminally tell the black shorties to hit you up. Nigga ain't slick.
Damn, you gonna break the fourth wall, call me out, cuz. I do not be promoting my Instagram. I mean, I do have Instagram, and I did put it in the pinned comment in the description, but that don't mean that I want all the beautiful black women to go follow me on Instagram. I'm just saying, guys can follow me too.
Ain't got no goddamn shame.
Now back at the crib, it seems like, well, Joe is throwing a fucking party at Medea's house. Oh, I know that this did not throw no party at my motherfucking Joe. What the hell did you do in here? Oh, Medea, I ain't even know you was out, cuz. That's crazy. I thought they was about to put you under the jail, man. Oh, don't worry, y'all. Don't worry. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm a chill. Then Medea went upstairs and grabbed an assault.
You DoorDash Micro Center.
Rifle or Uzi or something. Shorty got the spraying that shit. I'm talking about. And just like that, Medea's about to get in trouble again, bro. And this time, you know she not gonna get out as easy. Anyways, on the streets, we see Donna and Candace, and Ellen's out there passing out, I guess, what is these Suboxones? Like, they withdrawal pills? I don't know what the hell she passing out, though. I'm gonna keep it a band. She also passing out clean needles, food vouchers. I mean, Ellen a real bro, I ain't gonna lie. And Donna seems to think so, too, even though they're all on that shit. Donna knows that Ellen is a good person. She been on the street since she was 16. Donna like the only one actually looking out. Shout out to the Viola Davis. I ain't gonna lie. Fine that. My fault. Now Joshua, he don't want to give up on Candace. I mean, obviously something really bad happened when they were in college. We haven't talked about it yet, but trust me, we'll get there. But because of this incident, he really doesn't want to give up on her. So he's trying to find her family. He's trying to find ways to help her beat her case. He doing all types of shit for her. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you ain't never did this with no motherfucking clients or nothing, man. I don't know.
Man, me and her got history.
Oh, so you was knocking them ankles loose, baby.
Who the fuck think you T-Pen down, cut? Oh shit, Linda back. Hold on, be quiet, nigga. Hey, honey, how are you? Nah, man, you know, I just been looking up some information, looking for some family for Candace. Still tripping on this prostitute? Man, why you keep calling her that? I don't know, maybe because she sells her vagina? Okay, all right, you got a good violent point. I ain't gonna lie. She do be selling her pussy. But you don't gotta disrespect her like that. You know what I'm saying? She's a person like everybody else.
No, she's not. She's beneath you and me.
Man, that's my thing, man. You just a fucking princess. You bougie as hell, and you don't understand nothing, man. If you
is the Asus Strix here. So M.2 drive. Did that. Like I mentioned earlier, you will have to purchase your own M.2 SSD to put into this enclosure.
This here is a 1 terabyte WD Black NVMe SSD I'll be installing. To remove the side panel of the enclosure, we'll need to use this little poker tool Asus included in the box. Next to the USB-C port is a little hole.
Thanks.
This is where
If you was in them motherfucking streets, you would get it. But you ain't never been in them streets. And you probably never will be. Fucking with a real like me. You feel me? Whatever. But when you're done bothering this prostitute, you can come find me. And just like that, bougie ass Linda leaves. Nobody care if you leave. Weird looking at bitch. Anyway, Donna and Candace are back on the street still, doing their thing. Donna putting up numbers tonight. She put up a triple-double on them streets. About 4 niggas back to back. But Candace and Donna have decided that they're gonna make a little deal with themselves. That if one of them gets off the street, the other one has to as well. Shit, that's real. Shit, I ain't mad at it. Now, right when they're having this conversation though, this fake ass pimp pop up. You know what's crazy? We see this pimp one time and then it like, this whole storyline never happens again. Like nothing comes of this is what I'm trying to say. Like this nigga grabs up Candace, takes her to his crib. He ends up raping her. This weird ass nigga. And then she trying to leave and this like, nah, that. You can't be out in these streets like that. Go clean yourself up. I got some friends for you to meet. Like, damn, you gonna just grab her up and you just her pimp now. That's how that shit work. Like, that shit be bullshit, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it a band. That's why I be telling every shorty I talk to ever, bro. Like, get a gun, bro. Like, if you're not no felon, even if you was a felon, you should still have it. I don't give a fuck. Take the risk because the world too dangerous. But if you're not a felon, you a regular citizen, go get your gun license, get your registered firearm. A lot of places open carry nowadays, bro. Shorties need guns, bro, because of niggas like this. They just get to overpowering you. What are you gonna do? A grown ass man. Blick his dumb ass. That nigga would have never did that to Candace if she pulled that, you know what I mean, out and fired 2 in this nigga. This nigga would have been like, oh my God, I'm bleeding out, cuz. None of that shit would have happened. Well, anyways, luckily, Shorty went to the bathroom to clean up, but there was a window. So she jumped out of that bitch, ended up calling this man Joshua on the payphone. She still had his card from earlier. So he went to get her, obviously, because what the fuck, man? Hello? Oh my God, this guy, he raped me and... Whoa, slow down. Where you at? Man, I'm gonna come get you right now, bro. If I see that dude there, I swear to God, I'm putting 3 in his dumb ass. I'm talking about, fuck. I'm about to hit that with an RPG like that nigga that sung about the grandma. You know, the kabloom, kablow. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in peace, my granny. She got her ball bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom. All right, my fault. That song is fire, though. I'm just saying. So we go to pick Candace up, you feel me, from the payphone and shit. He ended up taking her back to his crib, lay her in the couch. Linda wake up. She get the instantly bitch. Oh my God. Is that my robe? What the fuck, Joshua? Why do you care so much about this dirty ass bitch? Now I'm out of here, bro. I can't deal with this shit. If I come back and this prostitute is still here, I'm never coming back. Well, if you never come back, you'll never know if she's here or not. I don't understand that logic. Like, you was a stupid bitch. Like, you sure you an attorney? Oh my God. Good riddance. She is not your type. She too bougie. We from the streets, Josh. Man, you is right though, bro. She do be getting on my damn nerves, cuz. Oh, Josh, I'm so cold. Damn, you on that shit, ain't you? Damn, you got that itch, boy. You like Pookie from New Jack City. Yeah, whatever. We all got our own ways of dealing with stuff. Like you, 2 jobs, working full time, and in school full time. You were ignoring that shit just like anybody else would. Man, what happened to you after school? Well, I couldn't do it anymore, so I left. And then I met this guy that said he loved me. He'd take care of me. But then he started making me have sex with his friends and then strangers. And well, it took me 4 years to get away from that guy. Damn, you got pimped out, bro. What the fuck? And then you came here and now you getting pimped out again, man. That shit is sad as fuck, man. Now, while all this is happening, Medea's riding around with Cora and, well, she talking about the WWJD John. What would Jesus do? Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I like the WW40D. What would this 40 do? You feel what I'm saying? Anyways, Cora ends up getting cut off in traffic. Medea, she ain't playing that bullshit. So she grabbed the wheel and has Cora rear end this. Hey, yo, knock this straight into a sign. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, back at the apartment, Candace is still asleep and she wake up. Mama? I ain't your damn mama, girl. Your ass said, what you, a 5 or 6? Nah, you don't be eating. You like a 3. Josh, what the hell is this? Hey, man, this early, man. She gonna help you get a job. She got you a job interview and shit. Go get cleaned up, get you a nice little job, get clean and shit. I'ma help you, man. You want a fucking job or not, bitch? I mean, my fault. I'm sorry for saying bitch. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. You know, when I get into these characters, I just be saying bitch, you feel me? But I really don't mean that. And in real life, I do not be saying bitch. I would never call a beautiful black woman bitch. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the now in the comments, yo, this The sin always pandering to the hoes, bro. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Nigga. Don't you got a mama or a sister, nigga? A cousin? A aunt? God damn, y'all don't give a fuck. Sorry, man, I crashed out right there. Speaking of crashing out, Madea went to see Dr. Phil. Yeah, that's right. Dr. Phil's in this movie, bro. She had to go to anger management classes, you know, as part of her leaving court. But I feel like, how can the judge make you do something if your whole case got dropped because you didn't get Mirandized? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Now, the whole thing between her and Dr. Phil didn't really do anything. She just answered every question that he had with another question. Like, I honestly don't even know why she went to see him in the first place. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Dr. Phil being in this shit is hilarious, though. Anyways, now Josh ended up pulling up on Linda at work and, hey, girl, man, I've been trying to call you. I just got busy with, you're busy with ignoring me. Whatever. You were playing house with this prostitute. Got her laying up in your house on the couch in my bathrobe. Man, what you want me to do, man? I'm trying to help. Oh, what do I want you to do? I want you to send her back to wherever she came from, Josh. She's a prostitute. Like, this is the stuff I be talking about. You don't even care about us and our future. Man, whatever, bitch. I do love Future. You know what I'm saying? That made DS too. Speaking of Future, it seems that Candace might not have one because she went to go to a job interview by tweaking off that shit. And well, there's a lot of blank spots in her application because she doesn't finish anything. But she really wants a job. And here comes this piece of white shit talking about, how much do you want the job? How bad do you want it, Candace? I would never make you do anything that you haven't been doing for years. I've seen your record. Man, what the fuck? Bro, get this the fuck off of her, cuz. Well, she ended up hitting this in the nuts and leaving. Ellen was talking that shit to him, too. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, my God. You motherfucker. You supposed to help them girls. You goddamn bastard. Smack the shit out of him with the purse. I ain't gonna lie, on some mom shit. Anyways, Madea go back to the crib and there ain't no food in the refrigerator. She's supposed to go to the grocery store and Cora was supposed to take her because her license is suspended. But Cora is having some me time. Madea brought up some really good points. Like, you mean me time? Did I take any me time when I needed to feed you every 4 hours because you big as hell? Did I take any me time when I had to hit that stripper pole to get that money to make sure that the goddamn lights was on? Oh my God, ma'am, I'll be there soon. I just need to get my hair done. You only got about 1.5 inches of hair. What do you mean? What are they doing? What, they over there putting micro braids in? Now at this point, Madea said, f all that. I'm gonna drive myself. So she got in the car and she wasn't supposed to and went to big Kmart. And she got her spot taken by this random white bitch. I know you did not just take my spot. I did, you old hag. Now get out of my way. I'm white and I'm more important than you. So Shorty went to the store and does she think that Madea is about to let her just go in there and, yo, you're out of your mind. So Madea saw these big ass machines. What are they, like plows or something? Keep it a band. I don't know what these are called, but she used it to pick this car up and well, you'll see the rest of it. Oh my God, put my car down right now, you fat bitch. Oh, I got you, I'll put your car down now. So she dropped this girl's car on her side. Unlucky for Madea, this girl's husband is a police officer. Sheesh. Anyways, none of that matters. What does matter is, yo, when Madea was leaving, she called her Jemima the Hutt. Yo, that is out of pocket, bro. Like Jabba the Hutt, but Jemima, that's racist and funny because she's fat. Anyways, Josh and Linda are on their way back to the crib
crib, and well, Candace is sitting outside his apartment, tweaking off that shit. So Joshua picks her up and carries her in the house. Oh my God, you've never done that for me.
Bro, what are you talking about?
This, the way you're caring for her. You love her.
What are you talking about, cuz?
Look how you're taking care of her. You ain't never done nothing like this for me at all. You know what? I can't handle this. I'm out of here. You know what? I started thinking about it, and honestly, she has a really, really good point. I think that she could tell that this was in love with Candace. Damn, she knew before everybody else did. Anyways, the helicopters and the rest of the police force come to get Medea, and well, she ain't going out without no fight. She tackled this and everything. Now, the next day at the office, it's time for Linda to go do Candace's case, but she started stat padding it. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can put like other charges into the documents to make it look like they've gotten in trouble a lot more than they did. So instead of 2 counts, you put like 17 counts. Tweaked out on this bitch. They ended up giving Candace 17 years for 2 counts of prostitution. What type of fucked up corrupted system? Anyways, outside, this part is a little bit more serious. So trigger warning for sexual assault, and I just don't want you guys to get triggered in any way. But Joshua has a conversation with Ellen, and he breaks down what happened in college and why he's so close to her and wants to help. They used to make fun of Candace a lot in school, her clothes, her hair, and Joshua was popular. He's on the football team, and one day they asked him at a party to bring Candace over, and he did. He didn't want to be there. He had a date that night, so he left, and when he comes back, Candace is there, and she's in his room, and well, they raped her. They left her there in his room, and they violated her, and because of that, she never finished college, and it changed the trajectory of her life. Joshua, his vices were just basically working hard and trying to ignore it with work, and he ended up successful because of that, but it didn't change that shit happen. Stuff like this is pretty sad, you know, because at the end of the day, Candace is the one that had to suffer, and not only did that just traumatically affect her in her mental capacity, but it also affected her life. Her whole life changed because of this, and I think it's important for us to take a moment to think about that and to understand that what we do to people affects them. It affects their life, their path, and I think that people need to take a moment to really self-reflect. And I know that, you know, all of us haven't done anything that terrible to anyone, but we just need to have more empathy in the world in general. Most likely, well, I would hope that, you know, the guys listening out there and, you know, the women listening haven't sexually assaulted anyone, but maybe you've done something to someone on a smaller scale and it's affected them more than you know. So I would just hope that all of you guys would just start thinking more about your actions and what you may have done to someone that affected them. I just wanted to say that. Anyways, let's move on. You know, that was a little serious moment. Back to the comedy. So Medea goes to jail. Judge Mathis is there this time. Puts her dumb ass in there, bro. Gives her 5 to 10 years. Crazy work. I'm gonna be honest though. What happens at the end of the movie didn't make sense to me. I'll talk about it soon. But anyways, Candace ends up getting 17 years, like I said. Chuck knows that Linda did it, but he doesn't want to say anything because he cheated on his bar exam, and she knows and has proof apparently. Holy plot convenience for her, Jesus. Anyways, they're gonna go on with what's planned of their wedding. Wow. Anyways, Candace gets caught because she gets into the car of another covered cop, and now her and Medea are going to jail. They get there, and Medea meets a woman named Titi, this crazy ass Hispanic lady that has murdered 18 men. She's one of the first women serial killers. Oh my God. Man, what the fuck is you doing? I am Titi. Man, why are you talking like that? Talk regular. Oh shit, my fault, cuz. Man, I'm in here because I killed 18 niggas. I don't think you can say that word. You want to be 19th, Medea? Oh, you got me fucked up in here. You know what I'll do to your dumb ass? Anyways, I made a brownie for you. It's not poisonous or anything. You have to take my word for it. Now, Candace goes to her cell, and she ends up meeting her cellmate, Donna. Yep, Donna went to jail too, which kind of sucks, but I mean, that's just what happened. Now, they catch up, obviously, and Donna tells her that she's been going to Ellen's classes. Ellen preaches in the jail. Now, if Candace goes there, it'll take some time off her sentence. Anyways, at lunch, Medea gets into it with a woman named Big Sal. Yep, big ass burly white bitch. Damn, Candace, you looking all right, shorty. Ew. Now, leave her alone now, you big bitch. Man, who was you talking to, old ass hair? I swear to God, I'll smack the man, you don't know where the I'm from. I'm from the west side, bitch. I would take them 2 ponytails, tie them to your ankles, and throw you in a river. Hey, what y'all got going on in here, man? Oh, nothing, guard. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna see you, bitch. Yeah, we gonna see each other, all right? Now, Candace keeps getting letters from Joshua. He's really confused about how she got so much time, but she doesn't read them. He doesn't really want anything to do with them right now, which kind of sucks because she's probably the only person that cares about her, but whatever. I kind of can understand Candace's conundrum though, because it's like, yeah, he seems like he cares about me, but did this know that they were going to do that to to me that night at college, it's really confusing for her, and I understand. Anyways, Big Sal and Medea end up finally fighting in the laundry room. It's like an episode of Oz. Damn, pretty lady, when you gonna come see me? Now, she told you she don't like you. Leave her the alone. Man, I'm not talking to you, you old fat bitch. Oh, old fat bitch. Okay. All right, Big Sal. Come here. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. Now, she ended up beating her up and throwing her in the laundry basket as the guard comes in, but they throw clothes on her, so none of that matters. Anyways, at Ellen's class, Donna and Candace are there, and, well, they're having some conversations about everything that's been happening. And unfortunately, Medea doesn't want to hear that shit. Oh my God. You got any problems, Medea? Man, I just don't like the way that they're always complaining in here and shit. And she talking about, you don't know what my daddy did to me. Ain't here playing victim. Now, it don't matter what your mom or your daddy did to you. They gave you life, and you supposed to do what you do with your life. I don't agree with none of that bullshit y'all talking about. Now, this right here is probably from the mouth of babes. My bad. But this is clearly from Tyler Perry's pen. I don't really agree with everything he's saying here. I kind of understand not playing victim and, you know, living your life no matter what the cards are dealt, right? I kind of get it somewhat. But unfortunately, it doesn't take into account all of the other things that people like to ignore. I hate when people try to say, oh, you know, yeah, systemic racism and oppression does exist. Yes, having a bad upbringing can exist, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You still got to make something of your life. But you don't understand all the shit that you have to go through to get to that point. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna work hard and it works. It doesn't. I tried that shit multiple times growing up. It didn't get me anywhere. I didn't get jobs, nothing. So I ended up selling drugs, and I got arrested and caught a felony. I had to find my passion in YouTube. But you know how much bullshit I had to go through because of the challenges put against me before I could get to that point? And that's all I'm trying to say is that yes, it's possible to work through all of the obstacles and get to where you need to go, but it's also really difficult sometimes, and not everybody gets the same fair shake. I don't know why people act like that. Oh, everybody got the same life, everybody has the same privileges. No, they don't. Even at a level of black people, who has more advantage in life? The person that is in a single mother household, single father household in the projects with no money, or the person that is living middle class or better with two parents that love them and are supporting them? I just want y'all to be realistic with yourself sometimes, bro. It is harder for other people. So I see both sides. Yes, we shouldn't always play the victim, but also we shouldn't just not acknowledge the shit that we go through either. The things we go through are the things that make us strong enough and give us the motivation to face adversity and become something greater. So just ignoring all the obstacles and all the shit that is, you know, placed against us in life is just being obtuse, my nigga. I don't understand that shit, bro. That shit be having me hot. I be seeing that shit in the comments all the time when I talk about systemic issues, bro, in politics. People always in the comments like, oh my God, y'all always play the victim. That's why y'all can't get ahead on life. That's why you can't da-da-da-da. Okay, well, how about you just open your mouth up, okay? And please place my dick in it, bro. Like, God damn. Anyways, Candace goes to visit Joshua after learning about forgiveness in Ellen's lecture class, and she forgives him after asking him if he knew about what happened at college and knew what those people were going to do. Obviously, Joshua didn't. So now they've made up, and she says she wants him to go be happy and get married, and that she's going to go live her life. Unfortunately, this didn't set well with Joshua, so he went and he looked through her file, and there was a lot of inconsistencies, things that didn't make sense, and Chuck finally told the truth. So here comes Linda coming down the aisle, thinking that she's about to get married to her dream guy. Just for this, when it's time to give his vows, say, Linda, you are nasty, conniving, dirty, sleazy, smelly, ugly looking, funny looking, stinking, did I say smelly? Stupid, lying, and I would never marry your dumb ass. What is you talking about, nigga? Sitting up here disrespecting me, cuz, lying to me, cuz. This right here sent a innocent woman to prison for some shit that she didn't do. She stat padded that shit, cuz. Fuck her. And then Joshua runs to the prison and tells Candace that he loves her and that he wants to work to make sure that she kicks the habits, that she lives life, and he kisses her. And the guard says no touching, but who cares? Anyways, after this, Joshua gets to work, unturning all the convictions, calling radio stations, all types of shit. They're doing free Medea rallies. I don't understand how Medea got free, though. Her charges were not stat padded, yo. You literally did all of that shit, but you know what? Whatever, plot convenience. Everybody talking about it. Whoopi Goldberg, the bitches on that one show, Dr. Phil, Steve Harvey, crazy work. Anyways, all the convictions got overturned, and well, Candace and Joshua live happily ever after. Yay! Hooray!
Peak.
What's up, fruities?
So, in today's video, I have an important question for you guys.
Are you a munch or a crunch?
Well, we're gonna find out right now with the ultimate fast food and restaurant tier list, guys.
Let's freaking go.
So we're back to our roots. We're doing another tier list, and
This
we're
is
big back.
36
So we're gonna have some
minutes.
crazy hot. I like cookies. This is like cookies are my favorite.
How do they even slay?
Cookies are, honestly, I think I like cookies more than ice cream.
Yeah, what are these categories? You
Yeah,
slay,
I love cookies,
bro.
Especially like a perfect
big old
chocolate chip.
chunky chocolate chip.
Ah!
Yeah. So good.
God damn. Why the cops chasing her like this?
Sin is peak, man.
Y'all have been asking me so much to make a video on this movie. I mean, I've seen it so many times in the comment section. Yo, Sin, record acrimony. Yo, Sin, do an acrimony video. Hey, Sin, could you do acrimony? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. One, it was a Tyler Perry movie, so that's already like negative points. I hate that nigga. But two, I knew that it was gonna be some bullshit because y'all was telling me to do it so much. When I tell y'all I watched this movie expecting one thing and got a whole other beast, that's an understatement, bro. This movie needs to be locked away. Someone needs to go take Tyler Perry out of his misery for making this bullshit. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but y'all gotta watch all the way to the end because, oh my God, bro, this is one of those doozies. The plot twist in this movie had me real life debating with myself internally, like, what the fuck? Before we get into the video though, I just wanted to say that I have an Instagram and you guys should go follow me there. A link to that will be in the pinned comment or in the description. Go follow me after you're done watching the video. I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker, you feel me? But I've been posting reels over there, shorts of like other videos and things like that, and it's just a good time, and I'm funny sometimes. Yay! All right, let's get into the video though, man. What is it gonna take? I mean, honestly, like we have done everything that we possibly can. What is it gonna take for you to heed the warnings of the court? We will not allow you to continue to harass these people. Okay? Like this is getting out of fucking hand. We done gave you motherfucking restraining orders, separation orders, peace orders, all types of shit. I can't give no more orders, man. If you violate this restraining order, you are gonna spend 40 days in the county jail. I'm talking about one more offense. You need professional help, real shit, and that's why I'm sending you to therapy. Like, bitch, you need to go talk to somebody. Acrimony, bitterness, anger, rancor, resentment, ill feeling, ill will, bad blood, animosity, hostility. I ain't reading the rest of that shit, cuz. So, do you think you have anger problems? You damn right I have anger problems. And do you feel like you're entitled to that anger? It's like asking me if I'm entitled to being hungry. He caused all of this. That bitch owes me fucking everything. Okay, ma'am, I think that you should probably think about how you're wording things, okay? What do you mean he owes you? That's exactly what I said, okay? Like, this is bullshit. I shouldn't even be in here anyway. This motherfucker torments me, and he just gets to walk free. Gets to go be with, you know what? What you over there doing? I'm taking down notes about how fucking crazy you are. And what do your notes say? Crazy, angry, nasty, smelly bitch. Smelly because you got cigarettes in my office, which I told you was a no-no, but I guess you just don't want to listen to me about that. I was everything for him. Everything he needed me to be. I was strong. I put that grip 3000 on him. This pussy is like the jaws of life. You know how many kegels I had to do to get this pussy right? Anyways, can we start at the beginning? It was raining and I was in college. I was studying late. Crazy shit seems to happen to me in the rain or water anyway. Trying to go back to my dorm and fucking dropped everything, and I got mad and I started punching this guy on his back and shit. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know why I got so mad. Like, why did I hit that guy? Oh, I don't know, maybe because you're fucking insane. Whatever, shut up. Is there like a Melissa here? No, there's no Melissa. Oh, Melinda. Melinda's, what do you want? Oh, my bad, cuz I was just bringing in papers to you and shit. I ain't mean to fuck you up and all that. And also, I'm not gonna lie to you, shorty. I ain't trying to, be nosy or nothing, but your paper all wrong. Like, real shit. I took that class last year. I got an A. I can help you if you want, and then I can crack you like a glow stick. What? My bad. I can just help you with your paper. I can't lie. He was really handsome. Like, actually handsome. Beautiful smile, dark skin, everything I wanted, man. Kind of funny that Tyler Perry made the main role of the guy that is the love interest, dark skin in this movie. He's always picking some random ass light skin guy, and he makes the light skin guys look really good. Wait a minute. He made this dark skin guy look really bad in this movie. Oh, Tyler Perry, you ain't slick, nigga. Now after this, these two seem to hit it off. They were studying studying together, talking about papers, just getting to know each other, you know? The main guy in this is named Robert Gale. And this is Melinda, played by Taraji P. Henson as an adult, but played by Agiona Alexis as a kid. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Ajana. It might be Ajana, actually. I don't fucking know. You know, black parents just be naming their kids anything. Anyways, a little bit after getting to know each other, Melinda's mom ended up passing away, and Robert ended up coming to the funeral to support her and met her two sisters, one of which is kind of a dickhead. I mean, she has the best interest of her sister at heart, but she's kind of an asshole. Oh, who are you? Oh, my name is Robert Gale. I'm a friend of Melinda's from school. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Anyways, what are you here for? I'm just here to show love and support Melinda, you know. Oh, okay. Anyways, this is Melinda's boyfriend, by the way. The really tall, handsome, light-skinned guy. Yeah, Tyler Perry movie. So at this point, my man Robert felt inadequate, so we left. Robert's kind of poor. Doesn't have a car. He honestly didn't really have a place to stay. I mean, he does, but if you want to call this a place to stay, I guess. I can kind of see what direction this movie is going in. He leaves. Melinda's like, oh, I'll give you a ride home. Then she finds out that this nigga lives in an RV in front of his aunt's house. You live in there? Yep, I live in there. Can I come in? Yeah, if you want. I don't give a fuck. Hey, watch your step, man. That motherfucking doorway kind of low and shit. You feel me? It smell like asbestos in here, but you know, you'll get used to it. Your lungs will get strong enough for shit. What the hell is this? Oh, this that Nina Simone. What? You don't know about Nina Simone? Oh, you tripping, cuz. Now at this point, you know how shit go. Nigga put the Nina Simone on, got her feeling all vulnerable after her mom died. You know he about to break it down. Bro about to crack her like a glow stick, like I said. Hey man, you know I'm sorry about your mom and shit. Yeah, she was amazing, you know. Hey, it's okay, man. Come here, man. Let me hug you real quick. I'm so sorry you going through this. The way he held me, I know it sounds stupid, and I was just a kid, but I felt safe and strong and beautiful. My mother wasn't even in the ground yet. Here I am fucking the nigga in the RV. Recreational vehicle? Nope. Recreational vagina, cuz. After this, shorty was love struck. She in the crib listening to Nina Simone and shit, smiling, glowing. Are you still seeing that lame ass nigga? What's his name again? Whatever his name is. Can you stop saying his name? His name is Robert, okay? And I'm going to go see him again because I like him. Now, I probably shouldn't have told Robert that I had $350,000 left to me after my mom died. What the fuck did my mom do? God damn, 350 bands? I also had a paid off house. Wow. You know, I really think about this, but like, why did Melinda get the house left to her and 350 bands? Like, did her mom just not care or fuck with her sisters? Like, I don't understand that. Maybe it's just for the plot. I don't know. Anyways, she keeps getting to know this nigga and he's telling her all types of shit, especially about this battery that he's trying to make. See, he's in school for engineering and he's trying to make this battery and take it to a company ran by this guy named Westcott. Westcott? I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyways, there's like a lottery system. You enter a video, you talk about your product, they show it to the higher ups, and if they like it, they'll call you in, you get a meeting, and eventually you might actually get an offer. After this, I realized that I'm a stupid ditzy bitch that loves someone. I knew that this nigga was up to no good because he started talking to me about things that he needed. Yeah, you know, man, I just been stressed out with school and shit. I can't get back and forth, and then, you know, I gotta work and all that. It's really fucked up when you think about it. Like, I'm really going through it for real. Do you want me to help you get a car? Oh, you know, if you want to. Stupid ass bitch. So I did. I bought him a Mustang. Back then, Mustangs were really cool. Can't believe I bought that nigga a cool car. As soon as I bought the car, though, he stopped talking to me. I had to wait for this nigga to hit me up. So I called him one night, and this nigga talking about he busy building his battery. So I drove over to the...
Do you want anything from Tropical Smoothie? Do you want anything? Can you ask Aaliyah? Should I just get $9 of cookies? Let me see how much I save. Do you want tropical smoothie?
Crib. And right here, y'all, it should have been my first sign. Actually, my first sign should have been when she dropped her papers and started punching this nigga. But you know, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that this bitch was crazy. A lot of people debate, and we'll get to the debate at some point. Not yet, because I feel like it's not time to talk about it. But she pulls up and he's fucking this girl in his RV. So what does she do? Does she go in there and confront him, break up with him like she probably should? No, she doesn't do that. You know what she does? She fucking rams the RV multiple times with her fucking Jeep. Yep, that's literally what she does, bro. Yo, this bitch is bleeding, bro. She fucking ends up fainting from internal bleeding, right? Had a full hysterectomy at 21.
21?
Can't ever have children now because she had a fucking angry moment and ran her Jeep into an RV. Obviously, he shows up to check on her, bro. Her sister gets to tripping. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're not welcome here. Get out. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Oh, damn, like, that's fucked up. How you gonna do me like that, car? You keep getting mad and you gotta stop doing that shit. You'll fucking kill yourself. Yeah, I know. Yo, Melinda, you in here, bitch? Oh my God. No, let him talk to me, please. I just need to know why. Can we have a moment, please? Okay, well, we'll be right on the outside. Lame ass nigga, bro. Hey, I'm so sorry, man. I don't even know why I did that. She ain't mean nothing to me, man. Like, it was just sex. Here we go. How many times has a woman heard this shit? Nigga talking about it's just sex. Man, I love you, Melinda. Just you. Like, I'm sick without you. I need you. I'll eat your pussy right now, oh God. I just...
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to be logging into y'all TikToks. Now listen, bro, I don't know how this gonna go. I don't know what the about to happen, to be honest. But we're gonna see. Hopefully, y'all don't have no weird shit on y'all For You page. Okay. Let's see who logs in. Let's see. Damn, that was fast. Hello, girl. All right, we are logged into, let's see, Gleefa. Okay.
The movement king. The movement king, bro. No. Movement king.
Okay. All right. My boy be making edits.
So lame.
Skating around me.
Okay.
Chat, I can't tell. Is he nice?
No.
Nigga said goofy ass For You page. Nigga, this is his own account. He putting his hard-earned time into these footages, nigga. Should I go to his messages?
Was the bot lobbies out in 2024?
How innocent bro looked when I first met him. What? So cute. So cute. You weird. Nigga, he logged in. I'm finna go through y'all shit. Nigga, I'm going through y'all accounts. All right, let's see. Anything else look interesting? I think these just his friends. Osama-san got his mama on stage. I didn't even see this. Oh, W Lil. Oh. All right, let's go through the For You page. I don't see shit in these messages, I'm not gonna lie.
Hello, girl. Hi. What's
This is what we gonna do, chat. We gonna do 10 scrolls. If a nigga count is ass, we on to the next. What is this?
My name is Polly. Oh, goddamn. Hello, girl.
0 for 1. What the fuck is this?
Is that? Yeah. Battle Milk is gonna win. That's to myself.
Who this?
You bad as fuck, but can't nobody say that. Mama ain't so. It ain't no probably, it's obvious. Mrs. Trenchstead or whatever she do. Feel like I'm about to drown. And no.
Sexy in real life.
Somebody's trying
Chat,
to
we gotta
fight
make
me.
some friends, bro. We dead ass gotta make some
Yo,
friends,
every
bro.
time I
Like,
go live with y'all don't be talking.
Oh, no, no,
all right, let's
no,
keep
there's
going
no
now.
way
Let's
this
keep
is
going. He
true.
won for
Hold
2.
on. This is the return.
What is this?
Oh, no, no,
He
no.
said space and time aren't real.
There ain't no way this is true. Hold on. This is the retired U.S. Army captain, Skip.
Boring next.
Hey, look,
They
this
said
is
LeBron and Curry won't survive.
survive in this era. Look how they hooping, man. They look like old people having a good time at the YMCA, man. Stop playing.
All right.
Jordan's just the youngest dude there. That's all. And you know a little bit of ball.
Yo, do y'all believe this? Bro, the league was definitely way weaker back then. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta admit. I know what type nigga you are. I know what type nigga you are. I know what type nigga you are. Do anybody got a pet? Chat, at the next crib, we low-key gotta get a pet, bro. Chat, we gotta get a pet. We have to get a pet. Because it's like, bro, how do we not have a pet, bro? That's what makes shit feel complete. No? Let me know if I'm tweaking, bro. We gotta get a pet, bro. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. All right, let's keep going. Bro, what the fuck is this nigga For You page?
ЖКХ, вы чё творите? Вы чё вытворяете?
Bro, what do y'all niggas be into, bro? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've literally never seen videos like this.
with Nita.
Me? Obsessed with.
For you, are you happy?
Can I use Shopify?
My boy got it tight. We gotta go to his likes. My boy got it tight. No. My bad, bro. My boy got it tight. All right, let's see likes. Nigga, this shit only got 9 comments. How'd you find this vid? Hold on, what he got going on? Next. Oh, he a Che fan. Yeah, good taste, good taste.
You was just rolling with these niggas. You were blood, you were stamped, but now you are going against this shit. Hiding back under thug and shit. Nah, you cannot keep doing this shit, bro. You need to pick a side and you need to roll with them, bro. You can't just diss this. You can't go against this. You understand you were just jacking YBL. You're not YBL no more, my nigga. You're kicked.
Why is Still Bullin' in a ski mask? Still Bullin' been going crazy, chat. No cap. All right, definitely, I don't know. This shit interesting, but Oh shit. Advice of the day, bro. Keep shooting.
And I'm getting hot early in the morning, smoking on dogs.
Chat, we are live early today because we are a part of the 988 Support-a-thon. I have a whole segment planned. It's going to be a 5-hour stream today, chat, and we're going to be doing a bit of a gamer challenge today, a bit of a support gamer challenge today, if you will. We're going to be testing out something that I will explain in a minute here, but this is going to be mainly just kind of talking about 988 and their suicide/crisis line today. It is a partnered stream, but because we're not doing a charity stream in the sense of, you know, driving donations rather than awareness, I wanted to do a donation to Vibrant Health, aka 988. So I gave $15,000 to 988 because that's a little bit more than what we would normally raise in a I feel like our average charity stream where I match donos, it's around like 10K total, maybe like 12. So I kind of just rounded up. We did 15K to Vibrant Health 988, the suicide hotline/crisis hotline. So I wanted to do that. And then, you know, if you want to donate, you still can. But this is mainly going to be centered around, you know, mental health and also advocating for calling, texting, or chatting their hotline specifically, rather than specifically, you know, driving donations. What we're doing today is a 988 Support-a-thon. If you don't know what that is, it's basically something every year that 988 holds. We partook in it last year, where for like a week straight, streamers kind of advocate for the 988 suicide and crisis line, of which I'm going to be doing today. So number one, I wanted to say thank you guys for popping out. I gotta switch to the kettle. Oh, excuse me, sir, please. Please don't hurt me. I see you. I could take a shot at you right now if I wanted to. Can you hear me? Are you aiming at me? Smoke bomb! Oh, no, you're friendly! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Oh my gosh, why do you run at me like that? Wait, no, hold up, I have meds. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, I just shot him. I'm sorry. No. Where did he go? No, that was the guy. That would have been the side quest. I needed to make the friend. Oh my god, I heard him. Oh no! I hear you healing, I swear. How do I walk with my hands up? I'm friendly! You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! No, you're the friendly guy. Where is he? Call him out. No! No! Why did you do that? You killed my friend. But I can forgive you. Just walk to me with your hands up high. Idiot. Hi, Panda, are you friendly? I didn't. Whoa! And to think that I was gonna res your dumb ass. See, that's not a friendly person, chat. Hello, hi Panda, I'm friendly. No, I'll put my gun away. Don't shoot me, please.
No, you're totally fine. I heard everything. That's all.
Yeah, oh, the guy called me the hard R? Yeah, that was nice. Yo, do you have any heals, per chance?
Have any what, buddy?
heals, like a Band-Aid.
Oh yeah, I got two.
Thank you. This guy's so nice.
Yeah, grab the other one. I just found this inside the safe. That's right now in front of you.
Oh, thank
Put
you.
that on your Rattler. That's your Rattler and fucks it up, dog.
It does not. This does not go on a Rattler.
Oh, I was just kidding. I got you.
Oh! What was that?
Come on, man. You got kids, bro. I'll report it.
Jay, where are you, buddy?
What are you talking about, oh boy?
I think he's above us.
I'm right here.
Where are you, Jay? Right here is a pretty bad call out. Oh, you're getting shot by something.
Yeah, why you
I see you. Oh, it's coming for you! It's coming for you! Bro, this kid is watching Cocomelon in the mic. I'm here! Sorry, I ran away briefly. No, it's me!
That was that motherfucker right here.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, no!
Watch you, oh boy.
Oh, no!
Oh,
the shredder's here! What's happening?
This is fun. I want to watch the VOD so I can hear it.
Oh no, who's friendly? I'm attacking! I'm going crazy! I'm a madman! I'm a madman! Get over here! I don't know who's friendly. Everybody, dude, that was too much. I started panicking. It was nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. Do we go back in there? Chat, I need 50K. I only have 18 now.
I feel like you're stuck in between one of these pegs, aren't you?
Ah! Don't hurt me, please. I have nothing.
Oh, okay, come over here.
Yo,
Why
I made a friend earlier, and then we got into a bit of a kerfuffle with this one guy, and things ended poorly, and I ran. Yeah, there's like
Did you just say Logan Paul?
there's like 3 people up there.
Okay, well, let's... Yo, come down here. Other 2.
I want to kill him so bad. I want to kill him so bad, but I
People, so we can fucking kill you. Oh, shit.
See, that's that guy. That's that. Oh! Oh!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's coming. Okay, he's in the back. He's wearing gay little shorts. He's wearing a gay little barrier. Okay, you bet.
I have no help.
Don't suppose you have a defense. You're fucking with who, remember? Remember? Remember that? Yeah. I came back. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you did? Oh, I hate you there, little pal. Hey! Wait, that's Jay. How is that?
Come fuck with me again.
How's that Jay? I thought you died, Jay.
Nope.
Were you reincarnated?
No, not be happy to
See you later, fucker! See you later, fucker! What? Oh! I had that. It was right there too. Yo, chat, I actually think I just need to like lock in and loot. Let me lock in and loot crazy, and we get 50K of stuff and leave. And then bang, challenge done.
Right out here, there's another guy with me. He's not talking now.
I'm talking.
Bro was
Oh,
not
now he's
talking.
Oh my god.
Bro was not speaking. Ooh! Whoa, we got a whole squad here. A lot of people, eh? You like my skin? Yeah, what up, Mike?
Okay.
Why is everybody so friendly? Oh my god, there's like 6 of them.
Holy moly.
Yes. How'd you like this lobby?
So, how's y'all's arc raids been?
First game on. Pretty cool. I was expecting to
Let's go.
get
Hey!
blasted.
Hey!
What are we freaking out about?
That guy comes out.
Right, he's got a gun out. So what? I got a freak at him.
Guys, stand right here. Stand right here. The fucking, the world disappears. No, fake, then look this way.
Just like all that interior aspect.
I don't trust any of them. There's way too many people in that room. What do we do? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not dangerous. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, relax. What did that guy just rush me? What did that guy just rush me for? That guy just rushed me. I just went, whoa, who's that? Who is that? Who are you? Who are you?
Oh my god.
What's going on here? I just ran out of there. This guy just started swinging at me.
Knock him out.
Yeah. Oh, he's not even talking.
Yeah, that was weird, man.
Really
I was
weird.
running and then they started shooting.
You're really weird. You're sitting in the corner over there. Why don't you get a little closer to us? You're trying to hide behind cover or something?
What? I was with you guys in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
What?
I have no stuff, chat. I need 50K in loot. Chat, I just want to let it rip. I want to let it rip at someone right now. I can't do this. There's so many people, and we're all just like doing nothing. Let's go somewhere.
Or should we come up with a new name?
They're all gonna turn on me right when we get to the train. There's a dangerous guy up here. I'm gonna kill him. Okay.
Let's go get dark room, boys. Remember, report Mike is friendly.
I can't.
Wow, we're actually like squad deep right now. Wait, everybody's actually working together. Wait, are you a part of my team? Wait. Sorry, it's hard to recognize people.
You got him?
Yeah, I don't know. There's some guy that ran this way. I don't remember what he looked like. He wasn't talking. He had a pharaoh.
Remember, report Mike. Report Mike.
I think we have an imposter among us. Yo, this is like way different art than I remember. There's like people that are actually like chill. Wait.
I'm friendly.
You're friendly?
My gun's away.
Loser, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's not a bad key.
Wait a minute. Are you friendly?
I don't know. There's a lot of dead bodies by this guy, isn't there?
I swear to God, I was getting shot by the dude in the dark room.
You were involved in this?
Swear to God. I will drop all my guns right now if you don't believe me.
Alright, drop all your guns.
He's not drop all the guns. Okay. Come on, wait. Don't call it.
Okay, sorry.
I'm in it.
Sorry.
Oh, this guy has crazy loot he's trying to get out with. I could tell. I'll let it slide, though.
Let me sniff that ass. Let me see where you've been at.
It's literally magnets, bro. But we all need our magnets.
Oh, wait. Does anybody have a magnetron? Too quick.
Why he keeps his loot, chat? He's not dead. If you call the extract, he's down. He still gets everything. That was 23K. I mean, that's not bad. Bro, if I get another... Oh my God. Okay, we have to knock out. We can't go. I have to kit and I can't go Stella. I'm not gonna be chat. I'm never gonna even be able to hold 50K of loot. What should I run though? Like all of my stuff's broken. I could run like a Stitcher 2 El Toro. But that's kind of both close range, no? Why are you so broke? Because I don't play Ark that often, chud. Damn. Oh, chat, if I'm being friendly, going to the launch towers is probably... Wait, no, it's in container storage.
You're looking for makeshift structures with blue tops and an
Wait, this actually isn't that bad. Hello? Were you trying to sneak up on me? No. You dirty dog. Why were you being so quiet? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here, pal.
What's the secret?
I got a container key in my safe pocket. So if you cap me in the back of the head, you don't get anything. But I'll open it and share some with you if we can find it. I think we gotta go that way.
You got like a key card.
What a secret.
Well, I wouldn't stay up here with the shredder on here.
Yeah, what if I just run right by him though?
If he fucking guns you down, it's not my fault. Do you have a defib on you?
I do have a defib, yes.
Okay, don't worry.
Oh, what is that noise?
It's a arc outside noticing somebody and dropping bombs.
It's gonna be a little ring around the rosy statement here. You're gonna watch greatness.
We're so fucked.
Just keep running. Oh, it's coming upstairs. Oh God, there's a turret in there.
You got that?
I do got that. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. There are two snipers. There are two snipers. There are two snipers. They're trying to pick me up right now. Leave me! Leave me, guy! That sounds like Frankie! Leave me!
Where is he?
There are two of them. They have the high ground on the other buildings.
Okay, but where are you?
I'm a lost cause. Tell my family I love them. I'm upstairs right by the turret.
Okay, I'm coming.
He's in! He's here! He's here! Please don't hurt me. Please. Wow. That's like... that was brutal. They one tap me there. All right, we'll give it one more try. We'll give it one more try. And if I fail, it might be too hard to be fully peaceful in Ark. I'm already over encumbered. It's over. I have 14K in loot. How am I over encumbered? I have too many guns. 16 minutes. There's probably only gonna be like 2 or 3 more people that spawn. Dude, I only have 29K. Oh my god. I can't even take that. Bro, free kitting to 50K is actually impossible. Unless you just fill your inventory with crazy loot. Why is it so dark? Did I queue a night raid? Is that what happened? Dude.
Going there. Anyway, so one thing about college, especially big 4 years like that, is that, you know, you have to have roommates. So I have my fair share, more than fair share actually, of experience with roommates over the years, and with the good comes the bad. So I've had some people I've lived with that I've loved them. Like, I've lived with some of my best friends. I lived with my best friend for like a year and some change. That was fun. I mean, she was like the best roommate I ever had. And then I've lived with people in the past where we became friends and we're still friends to this day. But I've also had some very interesting experiences, to say the least. And this isn't going to be a huge story time video. Of course I have my book. You guys know I love my book, okay? I feel so weird saying you guys. Like, I guess I technically have, like, you know, some subscribers now, so that's what I say, but I don't know. It feels stuck up, so sorry if it comes off weird, but anyway, I love my little book. So I have my points in here, and these are like general points that I think anyone who's ever lived with roommates is going to relate to, okay? I do have a few like small story times I'll throw in there, but honestly, with the amount of stories I have from living with people, it's gonna have to be multiple videos. Okay, so this is the beginning of a series about roommates, basically. And I will never name anyone. That is not my intention. I'll tell stories. You know, everyone has stories about their life and bad experiences they've had, but it's never my intention to like call anyone out or like try to cancel people, or like, I think that's really corny and weird, and you just never catch me doing that because it's very like middle school behavior to me. If someone ever, this has never happened because I just, you know, like I said, I'm not in contact with people that like I've had bad relationships with or falling outs with, or we've had fights, whatever. But if I ever see someone saying, hey, isn't this about so-and-so in the comments, I will delete it, because again, not that that would ever happen because I don't really share my business all over the place. So like the odds that anyone would even know who I'm talking about are like basically zero. But just know that it's never my intention to like harass people or like dox them or whatever. And that's why I don't mention names in my videos. Okay, disclaimer out of the way. Let's get on to it. Oh my God, we're already at the 3-minute mark. Gotta hurry up. Okay, no, this video is going to be like half an hour. I'm going to be real. Okay, let's get into it. So, number one, people, I'm talking about the United States specifically here, okay? So if you want to get in the comments and tell me that, like, no one in your country has ever been a bad roommate and, like, everybody's polite and perfect and pristine, that's, like, actually really cool, but I'm American and I've only ever lived in the United States, so I'm talking about the US here. We need home training classes in the United States. We need to teach people how to clean. We need to teach people how to do laundry. We need to teach people how to communicate without starting a civil war, okay? People don't know these things, and it's because they grow up in places where their parents are just, I mean, absent, okay? Their parents are totally absent, even if they're physically there. They live in a two-parent household. They have a solid income. They totally neglect to teach their children anything useful, any useful life skills, how to communicate with others, okay? How to clean up after yourself, how to clean yourself, okay? And you might be thinking, well, I had a home ec class in middle school. So did I. I did the whole flour sack baby project, I remember that. But it's not comprehensive enough, and frankly, we take that class at too young of an age for it to really stick with most people into adulthood, unless it's a habit and a practice that you implement for the rest of your life after that class, which is just not going to happen because you're literally, what, like 12 years old when you take that class? It was literally called life skills. I took it in 7th grade. I got a good grade, but we did like cooking in there, we did sewing, we did the flour sack baby project, we did learning how to like communicate in a healthy way with family members and friends and resolve conflict, and it was actually a very useful class. I will say I didn't personally learn that much in there because I have fantastic parents, but I think other people definitely did. I mean, even during the section where we were talking about, you know, how to sort out, kind of like how to sort out disagreements without yelling and fighting. There were a lot of kids next to me that were literally like actively learning in real time that not every argument had to end in a call to the police, you know? So we really do need stuff like that. And I think that it should be a class in college, you know? And of course, I'm just talking. It's just my opinion. Like, if you're going to get my comments and ask me, well, how would you implement that? I'm not a politician. I'm not here to, like, you know, promise you like weird stuff and lie to you. Like, I don't know. I just think it would be useful if we had, you know, it's a sort of like gen ed class in colleges, or maybe, you know, maybe not college because not everyone goes to college, because trade school is a great option for a lot of people, depending on what field you go into. Maybe like last year of high school. Like, I think the life skills class should be senior year of high school, okay? Because if you've ever lived with other people, specifically people who maybe you don't know them that well, this can happen with your friends too, though. Sometimes you can live with people who are really close to you, or you were close before you lived together, and it just ends up being a nightmare because, like, you never expected them to live this way, but you really never know someone until you live with them. That's absolutely true. Like, you have no idea what people are doing in their homes. Like, you don't know. You don't know what their cleaning schedule's like. You don't know. You just don't know. So, yeah, I really do think that society in general in America would benefit from home training classes, because it would help them take care of themselves, and it would also help others around them, right? So they don't have to have that uncomfortable conversation with like, hey, why are you never cleaning? Why are you always waking me up at 4 a.m? You know, why are you this, that, and the other thing? Like, you're ruining my life. Like, it would just prevent so much stress, okay? But of course that doesn't, I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic. Maybe that will be implemented sometime in the near future, okay? Who knows? All right, on to the next point. Hygiene and cleaning. This is a big one, and this is something that I had an issue with right off the bat when I got to college, and I figured out that, okay, this is gonna sound weird, don't take this the wrong way if you're a male subscriber of mine, right? If you're, you know, a guy, you like my videos, whatever. My videos are for everyone. I do not really, like, some of my videos are definitely targeted towards women, but I'm aware my audience is diverse, and that's awesome. That makes me happy, right? I want to reach a lot of different people from different backgrounds. I will say I had kind of the preconceived notion that men were way less hygienic than women. Right, okay, I totally thought, I was like, you know, guys are like definitely, you know, gross, whatever, compared to women, and like I could never live with guys and like whatever. And while, I mean, if we're talking about, you know, if you look at you know, public spaces that are segregated by gender, you can see that there is some truth to that, but I will admit that I was wrong about that belief, because as soon as I started living with, you know, obviously other women in college, I was like, oh my god, this cannot be real. Like, you guys are actually disgusting. Like, this can't be real. And like I said, wasn't everyone I lived with. I lived with girls that were totally normal and awesome, and like we're still friends, but there were many cases that I can think of where I was just shocked to witness like how they lived their life and the lack of hygiene and the lack of cleaning. And so the lack of hygiene, you might be thinking like, well, how would that affect you, right? It affects me if I can smell your room. That is unacceptable. And I know there's somebody watching right now who is literally like agreeing and being like, oh my God, like this is so true. I lived with this girl and it was so bad. And it's crazy because a lot of these people don't, like, you're probably thinking of a very like stereotypical image of someone in your head right now when you think of somebody who, you know, doesn't shower, doesn't really clean themselves up, you know, has a hard time performing like basic, you know, hygiene tasks, whatever. Okay, you're probably thinking
is the opposite
of someone in your head, but I'm here to tell you that a lot of people who look very normal and even pretty put together do this, okay? Because I've lived with people that, and for all intents and purposes, like they, you know, it's because it's a common misconception, right? And it's just a stereotype that, you know, you are less hygienic if you are less attractive, okay? And that is an unfortunate stereotype, right? And we've seen it all the time in cartoons growing up and whatever. I mean, people who were, you know, kind of like Pigpen type characters, right? What wasn't that his name from Peanuts? The kid that had like a dust cloud around him all the time, you like never showered. Like Pigpen type characters were always portrayed as like, you know, maybe being on the heavier side or being ugly or whatever, but that's actually not even true. It isn't true. It isn't true because a lot of people I lived with who had the worst hygiene that I have ever witnessed, like, you would never assume that, right? That wouldn't be something that you would think based off of their clothing and their hair and their makeup. But then you get up next to them and it's like, what is this? What is that fucking smell? Like, oh my God. I mean, seriously. So I lived with, so I will say, and the reason I brought up guys, because you're like, what do guys have to do with this? I lived with both men and women. And I've actually found that they have equal issues when it comes to like personal hygiene. Cleaning, I will say women are way better at keeping spaces clean. And you're like, when did you live with men? Why did you do that? When I was in college, I lived in a co-op house, and it had like over 20 people. Think of it as a frat or a sorority house, but nobody in there was in Greek life, and it was filled with people who didn't work, didn't really have a lot of personal accountability, okay, very much professional victims, like their parents were, you know, funding their lifestyles, whatever. I didn't really get along with a lot of people in the house, but that's besides the point, doesn't matter. My point is, like, that's where a lot of these horror stories come from in terms of hygiene, and that's how I learned that you should not assume that, you know, someone is more hygienic than someone else because of their gender, because you can't do that. Because frankly, a lot of women I've lived with were disgusting. I was shocked, like seriously. There was, you know, one girl I lived with at one point that, like I said, her room door would literally be closed and I could smell her room from I don't know how many feet away from her room. I would have to walk at least 20, 30 seconds, okay, across the floor to even be near her door. And I would be like, what is that? You know, and it's the result of, she had very poor hygiene. Okay, it's the result of not showering, not washing your hair, not washing your clothes. That's a huge one. A lot of people that you're going to live with, if you're someone who's young and you're like, you know, oh, I'm gonna have roommates. Okay, also, I'm not trying to scare you if you're like a teenager and you're watching this. Not everybody's experience is the same. I just had an interesting experience a few times in a row, I would say, okay? And it's because I lived with kind of like randoms, because that's just how it is in college sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, oh my God, sorry, I just have like so many stories. I'm trying to think of which one to tell. The reality is that a lot of people, when they have hygiene issues like this, it also kind of bleeds into other areas of their life, like how much they clean up after themselves in the kitchen, you know, when they cook. There's leaf stuff everywhere. I've had that happen where I come home and it's clear that someone has made an entire feast and just like literally left everything out. That's crazy to me. Like this was the same girl I lived with who her room would just stink. Like the door was closed in her room and it would just stink. And I was like, I don't like it. It would just bother me because I can't really. I brought it up to her once and she kind of was like, like the house is just old. Like I don't know what you're talking about. But it wasn't that, of course. Like I said, it was because the air in there was stagnant. She stunk and her clothes stunk because people like this, they don't do laundry a lot and they will re-wear the same clothes over and over and over, and they'll re-wear the same underwear. And it's like, okay, I will say,
out of the dirty is wicked.
If you think I'm being dramatic, it might seem a little bit dramatic to you. I have the best nose out of anybody I know. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like related to a bloodhound or something. Like, it's like, it sounds like a superpower, but it's really not, because there's been many situations where I'm like, I just wish I couldn't smell anything right now. Like, you know, it's like, so I think I am more sensitive to it than other people I know, but at the same time, like, that is absolutely ridiculous. I should never be able to smell your room with the door closed, right? So, but the laundry thing, you know, they just walk around smelling musty. They smell like water damage, and it smells like, frankly, smells, I'm sorry to use this term, it smells like unwashed ass. It smells like you don't wash your ass in the shower. And that's another thing with the hygiene, is that, like, maybe you're thinking, well, I lived with someone that kind of really did stink, but I saw them shower every day or every 2 days. Not everybody knows how to shower correctly, and that's very sad, and it definitely is a sign of, like, childhood neglect to me. I'm really, really convinced, like, especially after living with certain people, that they are not using washcloths. Like, they're literally just letting the water, like, run over them for 10 seconds and then being like, all right, it's like, no. You have to get out the soap, you have to get out the loofah, you have to get out the washcloth. Like, what are we doing? Like, oh my God. So yeah, the hygiene thing can make it really difficult to live with certain people, you know, because, and it's such an awkward conversation, because how do you have that with someone without offending them forever? You really can't. You really can't. You have to, like, basically already be resigned to the fact that they're gonna hate you and they might try to fuck your life up if you have that conversation with them, because they are gonna get really offended, because they either were neglected as a child so they don't even know what they're doing is wrong, or they have something else going on mentally and they're really not gonna care, okay, what you're telling them. You know, it's like, some of them just don't care too. Some people just really do not care to learn and change, and they don't care. So yeah, it's tough for sure. Okay, next topic. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one, and this is a big problem. Pets. Pets, lots of people have animals that shouldn't have animals, and I want to do a separate video about this, but when I was in college, I knew so many people that had dogs and cats that they literally could not take care of, and there was absolutely no reason for them to have an animal. Like, I would go over to their place and the litter box was overflowing. Like, it's clear they hadn't scooped it in like a month. I'm not even kidding. The litter box was overflowing. There's like litter everywhere. There's like cat hair everywhere. There's just like just, you know, pet food like everywhere in like the living room. Like, that happened a lot in college. Or my personal favorite is when people in college get very high energy active dogs like Australian Shepherds and like Huskies, and then they like lock them in. People in cities do this too. I see it all the time here now since I moved to New York, but like they'll lock them in their apartment all day and then they'll take them out once a day for like a stroll around the block or whatever. It's like, you don't understand. You clearly haven't had dogs, and if you did, then your parents didn't know how to take care of them either, because you can't adopt really high energy athletic dogs and have them sit inside your apartment all day. They're not going to be satisfied with a couple strolls around the block. You have to walk them multiple times per day. They don't just need walks, they need exercise, especially if they're young. Like, you need to be looking into those big dog parks where you can throw balls for them, you can have them play with other dogs. Like, they need to run around and get that energy out. And a lot of these dogs too that people in college and in big cities with like no green space will adopt, they're working dogs. They're dogs that were bred to have a purpose working on a farm or in agriculture, and people will adopt them and then be like, why does my German short hair pointer destroy my living room, and like she peed all over my shoes and she ripped up all the clothes in my closet, and this is so unfair, and this dog doesn't listen, and I hate this dog, I'm giving it away. It's like, why did you get a German short hair pointer? Like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot and you shouldn't be allowed to own animals. And I see it all the time. It's all the time.
Right.
I've always thought that the process of adopting certain animals, especially dogs that are very high energy, or cats that require like a special level of care, it should be way more vetted. But of course, like, you know, they just let anyone walk away with it. And I'm not blaming the shelter employees. Like, I understand that a lot of places are kill shelters and the animal will die if they don't get adopted, but it's so frustrating. And I witnessed it a lot in college. Like, I lived with people in college who had cats, and they would have the litter box in their room, right? And so like, they just assume that nobody else can smell it. First of all, okay, I don't want anyone to freak out, because when people say that they don't love cats, then people think they're a serial killer. I'm not a serial killer. I actually like a lot of my friends' cats. Like, I have pictures of me like holding a lot of my friends' cats. I'm cat sitting this weekend. So I guess you could say I like interacting with cats, but I wouldn't own one because of the litter thing. The litter thing, I already told you about my sense of smell. I can't. It is so pungent to me. I don't care what type of, and I know there are going to be people in my comments like, well, I have tidy cats and I have this and I have that and my litter doesn't stink. No, it does. I promise. Even if you think it doesn't. Every time, I could be outside on the sidewalk and I can smell that you have a cat, like seriously. And it's like people are nose blind, okay? And that's fine. And a lot of people really can't smell it like I can, and that's not a big deal for them. Another thing for me is how, and this is just a cat thing, right? Cats are not being malicious.
But I got him, baby. Right, but I got him. When it is DJ, that's on my baby.
I put my brother's name in the bio. Is that deadass what he said? I put my brother's name in the bio. Why? Why did he put his brother's name in the bio, bro? He could be here with us. I remember striking over the toe.
You had some PRS, PRS, living alright. I ain't no help, I already showed you this. I'm gonna switch some this. I've been telling Apollo till I know he wanna.
There's cats, but cats do that thing where they run around 3 to 5 in the morning and knock a bunch of shit over because like that's like their hunting time or something, like biologically. I can't do it. I can't sleep heavy enough to deal with something like that. So, but do you see how I did that? Do you see how I acknowledged and realized that I would not be a good cat owner because a cat's natural behavior would upset me on some level, so I would not get a cat. Even though I love cats and I love interacting with my friends' cats and they're so cute and I think they're so funny and they're fun to play with, but would I own one? No, because I know that I couldn't give a cat the best life that it deserved, okay? But I'm being so serious, and I'm not even like, that probably sounds very narcissistic, what I just said, and be like, oh, like I'm better than everyone. No, okay? I'm just saying that I really wish that people I see who have animals that they absolutely shouldn't have, I wish that they could have these thoughts and like recognize that, you know, well, just because I like this animal and I think it's cute and, you know, and I want to take it home doesn't mean that I'd really be the best owner. I'll admit it, I wouldn't be a good cat owner, and that's why I don't have one, you know? I might love interacting with them. A couple of times I've considered getting one, but then I stop myself and I'm like, no, because like, you would not be good at dealing with the litter. You wouldn't be good at dealing with, you know, being woken up by an animal that's doing what animals do, okay, natural instincts.
More than one type of litter.
Like, you don't have the patience for a cat, and I really don't, and I know that about myself, okay? I'm much more of a dog person. I grew up with dogs, whatever. Wasn't sorry, I didn't really mean to veer into the whole dog versus cats things, but anyway, yeah, way too many people have pets, and when you live with someone, because I have, like I said, because I've lived with people in the past that had cats and the litter box would be in their room, and then they assume that no one can smell it. It's like, I can smell it on a good day, but the thing about a lot of these people is that they just wouldn't scoop the litter box for weeks, and I could smell it. And I also lived with people who their cats were consistently having to go to like the emergency vet because it would either be the person in question who owned the cat or other roommates that just didn't give a single fuck and like whatever, they would leave out edibles or like, you know, stuff like edibles, either they were homemade or they got them from dispensary, so the cat would eat it and then they would find the cat in some sort of comatose state and have to take it to the ER. This happened multiple times with different cats. at one place I lived that had all the people that I talked about. I was shocked. I was like, can you guys not keep track of your animals or pick stuff up or like put, I don't understand, like just close the door to your bedroom. And it's kind of, I mean, obviously it's like, yeah, the person that owns the cat is responsible for the cat, but if you're gonna live somewhere that has cats, you have to make sure, if you have stuff in your room that they can get to, close your door. My door was closed every single time I wasn't in my room, because not that I had anything, I don't really do edibles, they kind of freak me out, but everything that I had, even small things that I like, jewelry that I was kind of worried that they might like eat or something, I don't know that much about cats, so I kind of like think about them as like babies in my head, like, but what if they accidentally eat this? I would always put all the tiny stuff way up on the shelf, but my door was closed. Like, they weren't going to come in there and get anything because my door's closed. And I was always worried about, like, I don't know what's toxic to cats. I mean, I could have had perfume or body wash or lotion or whatever that contained a toxic ingredient for them. So my door's always closed, right? And that's something you have to think about if you live with people who have pets, because on the other hand, like, if you're agreeing to live, you know, with someone who has pets, like, are you responsible for them? No, you shouldn't be. Okay, absolutely shouldn't be. If that happens, you need to get the fuck out of there. But are you also on another level expected to like kind of maintain their safety a little bit? Yeah, okay. And you can get in my comments and you can come with all the Reddit arguments and be like, actually I only agreed to my space and I can do what I want and I can, okay, fine, you can do whatever you want, but like, we can all agree that if you're a normal, decent person, you're gonna close the door to your room or try to keep the animals away from things that could harm them within your room, right? Okay, so I witnessed that a lot too, and it was very sad and it was very frustrating because it's really preventable, you know? It's like, you could have just simply closed the door. Like, this did not need to happen. Like, the fact that this happened multiple times, like, honestly, all of the cats need to be surrendered because none of you guys should be having them. There's also, on to the next topic, the towel story. I've told the towel story on TikTok. Now, this has to do with the phenomenon that occurs when you live with people that, I don't know, were raised in a barn, where they use your possessions, okay? So it could be like something in the kitchen. It could be a pot, a pan, a mug, a broom, a shirt. I don't know like how close you are with your roommates, whatever. They borrow something of yours or they use it, okay? And maybe you guys are chill about that. I've lived lots of places where we kind of all share stuff in the kitchen and like towels in the bathroom and like whatever, okay? But here's the thing. If you do this, you're using somebody else's stuff and you do not take care of it. Like, you use a pan and the pan is absolutely disgusting, okay? You leave the pan, you don't let it soak or anything, you're just like totally ruining the pan, there's like shit, like crust all over it. That's insane. No, you automatically lose the privilege of using like anybody else's stuff at that point, okay? If you wear their shirt and you get a huge stain on it or you forget to give it back for weeks, okay, no, you should lose the privilege because clearly you never learned how to share properly, you can't borrow properly. If you're, bottom line is, if you're using somebody else's possessions, you better make sure it's returned in like the exact same state that you found it in, right? Even if you live together and you guys are so chill. So there was this one person I lived with, and she would cook what can only be described as the brightest colored foods possible. Like, I don't even know what the hell she was making half the time. Like, I'm actually so serious. Like, I don't know. I think that a lot of it was ravioli, but I don't know because I don't go through people's trash because I don't fucking care. But like, I seriously have no idea. It would be like bright red, bright orange, green. She used a lot of food coloring and baking. Okay, so, but a lot of times it would be very, you know, brightly colored sauces that just smelled, and they would smell like either like a meat sauce or like fish or like whatever, okay, very strong smell. And she would cook in the kitchen, and my towels were the only ones hanging there. I think she had a hand towel once upon a time, but I don't remember what happened to it. I remember using her hand towel once, and I took my hands away, and I could immediately smell my hands. My hands smelled really bad. It's like when you leave, like when a wet towel gets left in a basement forever and then it starts smelling musty. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why was this hanging in the kitchen? So I probably did something with the hand towel. I don't even know. I didn't want it there. And I replaced it with my clean hand towels, and they were cute. I got them from TJ Maxx. They were white and pink, and they had gingerbread men on them because I got them like during the holiday season, but so they were technically Christmas themed, but they were just really cute. So I like them. So I had two of them hanging there. So this happened on multiple occasions, and by the end of it, the towels were ruined. I talked to her about it, and she just didn't care, because people like this just don't care. They've never given a fuck about anything in their entire life, okay? They only think about themselves and what they're doing in the next 20 minutes because they're idiots. But I had gotten back from a really long day, and this is while I was in college, and I went in the kitchen, and the kitchen is absolutely destroyed. I mean, there's pans everywhere, there's sauce everywhere, and this was common with her. Like, she would cook, and it would just look like a bomb went off, and she would never clean it up, and I would have to clean it up. She just wouldn't clean it up, and I'd ask her, and she'd go, okay, I will, and then she wouldn't. So I just ended up doing it, because, like, I'm terrified of bugs. Like, the big thing on cleaning for me is we're not attracting bugs, because if we attract bugs, then, like, we have to go fight in the parking lot, because I'm not living anywhere with bugs. Like, I can't. So, sorry. So, random side tangent there. But, so I got home, and the kitchen's a mess, and I look at my 2 towels that are hanging, you know, on the handle of the stove, and I'm like, why are both of my towels purely scarlet and red? My towels are pink and white. And she had cooked, again, I think it was like ravioli or something. Was she cooking for the entire fucking neighborhood? Maybe, okay? I cannot fathom the amount of ravioli she must have made this night. Like, I don't even understand. Again, I don't know anything about her. I don't know where she would bring the food. It was so, like, I don't know. I just don't care. I'm not here to, like, interrogate people about their lives, but, like, it was probably for some event or, like, group she was a part of, like, whatever. Okay. My towels were totally covered in this sauce that she had used to cook, and you're thinking, like, well, maybe it just spilled off the stove. No. They were drenched in it. Like, she, multiple times, was not using any sort of tools to cook with. She was just using her hands. And then instead of rinsing her hands off of the sauce, right, and then using my towels to dry her hands off, which might have left them kind of stained a little bit with orange, but not nearly as bad. Instead of rinsing them off, she totally skipped the rinsing off step, went straight to my towels, grabbed fistfuls of them like a toddler, and just ruined the towels with her sauce. There was literally sauce dripping off the towels onto the floor when I got home, and it was clear that she had been gone for hours. I was like, are we fucking serious right now? Who are you? Did you come from a lab? Are you a Martian learning how to be human? You have a bunch of stuff on your hands, and your first instinct is to find the nearest fabric and go, and not wash your hands? You've lost your mind. What are we doing? I was shocked. And then I talked to her about it, and she was like, I texted her, and I was like, hey, my towels are ruined. And she was like, yeah, sorry, I made dinner earlier. I was like, all right, never mind. I don't even know why I try with you people. Okay. And by you people, I mean people like that who just, it's like, literally, I'm not kidding, like, I cannot figure out where you came from. Like, what lab were you produced in? Like, seriously. I don't know. Okay, moving on. This next segment is one that I like to call unemployed behavior. So, unemployed behavior is, I just give it that name because typically, like 9 times out of 10, people who do this stuff, they don't have any sort of schedule, they don't have any sort of job, okay? They don't have any sort, like, we've all been unemployed at times, bro. Like, I get it. Like, I'm technically self-employed right now, and that's scary as hell sometimes, so I understand, like, partially, like, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to shit on people who are unemployed, but I named this segment that for a reason. Okay, so I've lived with people in the past who I'd have multiple conversations with them about the fact that they could not, if I have a bedroom on the first floor and the living room is right outside my door, you cannot be up at 3 a.m. playing Mario Kart, smoking and drinking and fucking hooting and hollering and screaming at the TV and having a whole time. You cannot be doing that. You can't be doing that. And it's Wednesday. I have class, I have work, I have things to do. This was in college. And I'd have to be like, hey, and I would just send, you know, like, I would text them, right? Well, a couple times I went out there and I was like, go to bed. Like, I'm not playing. But most of the time I would just text them and be like, hey, like, because I didn't feel like getting up. I didn't want to, you know, go out there or whatever. And be like, hey, like, can you guys please, like, quiet down and go to bed? Because we're trying to go to sleep in here. Like, I have a 9 a.m. So if you could, like, shut the fuck up, that'd be awesome. I set up later than that. Okay, trust me, because people are so sensitive, which I'll get to later. But, and they'd be like, yeah, sure. And, you know, after 15 or 20 minutes, they'd quiet down and they'd go to bed and whatever. And it was fine. But then, like, they'd be really passive aggressive about it, and they would kind of act like I was an evil tyrant for telling them that they needed to go to bed during the work week. You're up 2-3 hours past midnight, bro. Like, stop. Seriously. Like, you need to go. Like, this is not, it's not negotiable. It's not like, and that's a decision that you have to make when you live with roommates, bro. If you want to live like that, live by yourself. Seriously. There's so many people that should just be living by themselves based on, like, their lives and, like, their lifestyles. Like, you should not live with other people because you shouldn't subject other people to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and you could argue, because I know I'll get the comments like this, you could argue that, like, well, you just really need to learn to put some earplugs in and go to sleep, and you really, it's the next room over, they're blasting music, they're screaming, no amount of earplugs. I have here, they're right here, these Sony noise canceling headphones. Love these. I've worn them a few times to deal with, like, noise and stuff since I moved here to New York, but they cannot block vibrations. And that's what's in the floor when they bump music like that, is vibrations. And this house we lived in, it was built in 1903. Like, the insulation was a dream. There was maybe a concept of insulation at one point. Like, there was no insulation to be had, okay? So I was like, go to bed. Okay, so that's one thing that really, and this is something that I actually look at when I live with people, is like, I don't really care so much. I mean, obviously I care, but it's not, I don't look at, like, oh, are you going to be able to pay the rent? Like, I already assume that if you're looking at moving in with me, right? And you're like on your own, you're independent. What I look at in people when I want to live with them is, like, do you have a job? Do you have a good schedule? Like, do you have money? Do you have money coming in where you are kind of, like, outside of the house? Like, do you follow a normal sleep schedule? Like, I'm serious about this, because the whole job thing is much deeper than, like, just having a job on paper. It's having a schedule. It's going to bed at a normal time. It's not constantly being disruptive and crazy and then acting like other people are, again, dictators when they tell you that you cannot do that in a shared space at, like, that hour. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. This might be my longest video yet. Sorry, I just had way too many topics I wanted to cover in this one. Okay, so this is something that, again, I'm going to talk about Gen Z because I'm part of Gen Z. I am positive that this happens all the time in other generations as well, okay? In fact, I'm sure of it. But something that I think is a little more common with Gen Z, just because of the, I'm going to call it kind of like, how do I word this without making people mad? You know, actually, I don't really care. I feel like I already make people mad every time I post, so I don't think it matters. A lot of Gen Z, not everyone, I know a lot of very cool people, but there's this phenomenon in Gen Z where people and it's just really, really irritating. And it will be people that were actually afforded a lot of privileges in life that will have this victim mindset typically. So this is something that I noticed with those people, and this is something that I dealt with time and time again in college, where you try to have a civil conversation with a roommate about something they're doing that's really disrupting your life. Okay, so they never clean up after themselves. They constantly have people over and they're screaming and doing a bunch of crazy shit while people are trying to sleep. Maybe they smoke inside their room all the time, and you have asthma and you don't want to deal with it, and you've like talked to them about it multiple times, whatever. They're doing something that's disrupting your life. They're doing something that we did not agree to in the contract, right? Because a lot of these places will literally say like smoke free, like whatever, yet people just keep doing it. That was an issue I had too, but that's a story for another time. And I know that a lot of people love weed and they're not going to agree with me on that. And they're going to be like, well, like you should just live by yourself then. And you're probably right. I unfortunately I haven't had the money to yet, but it's also kind of impossible in college unless you're like, I don't know, genuinely like crazy rich or something to like live totally by yourself. Like even the single dorms are really expensive. But anyway, sorry, let me stay on topic here. So a lot of people like this who are just like very immature, very childish, very like victims, like all about me, everything's all about me, they will see it as a literal attack. Like you're insulting them, you're personally coming after them when you try to have a conversation with them and be like, hey, we're in the same dorm room. Could you do me a favor and not snooze your alarm 20 times at 6 a.m? Could you maybe set just like 2 alarms and get up, because it like keeps me up and it's just not really fair and you know, whatever. And I'm just like coming up with a scenario that actually never happened to me. All my roommates in the dorms were, well, most of my roommates in the dorms were like fine. There was one small stint that one time, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Other than that, but it'll be like that, you know, where it's a legitimate issue that it's their fault, it's impacting your life, and you literally have a chill conversation where, I'm not kidding, like, I know based off the way I come off and how I talk sometimes and how my face looks, you guys might think that, you know, I'm incapable of approaching a situation from like, with kindness, okay? A confrontational situation with kindness, but I've done it many times, because that's kind of the only way you can get through to people. If you lead with like, and you want to be a hard ass, they're never going to listen to you, they don't want to talk to you, and you're probably going to make it worse, whatever problem you're experiencing with them. But you will, I'm not even kidding, and I know that like if you've experienced this, you already know what I'm going to say. You go up to them, and you'll be like, hey, like, could we talk about something, like, no big deal, whatever, because of course you have to soften the blow before you even talk to these people, or they'll start flipping out, you know, you have to be like, oh, like, it's no big deal, even though it is a big deal, and you'll be like, could you just, you know, could you just stop calling with your boyfriend until, like, 3 a.m. every night, just because our beds are right next to each other, and we live in the same room, and, like, I have work, and I have class, and I have to be up early, and I don't really want to listen to that, and I can't block it out. And they will look at you, and first of all, they'll get super defensive and crazy, and they will never admit wrongdoing, okay? And then they'll, like, randomly start coming up with things that, allegedly, that, you know, that you've been doing that are bothering them, but they've never brought it up, so, like, how would you know? That's something, too, just a little side tangent. I'm a really, really big believer in direct communication, and that's why I haven't gotten along with some people I've lived with, because I really have no time for the mind games, the passive aggressiveness, the like, well, I hid my Instagram story from you 2 months ago, so like you should have known I was mad at you. Like, that is like get a job, like seriously, like who has the time to think about that shit? Nobody normal would think about that. Okay, that's actually something someone told me at one point. She was like, I thought you knew, like I removed you from like whatever, and like I thought that you knew that I was pissed at you. It's like, I think you're thinking about yourself too much, because I really don't have time to look at that kind of stuff, okay? And I don't, like, if you have a problem, and if you're thinking about moving with your roommate soon, like, if you have a problem with someone or, like, something they're doing, tell them immediately. Tell them as soon as the thought forms in your mind, because if you don't and you think you can just ignore it, it's just going to get worse and worse, and the resentment is going to build. I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is try to approach it with kindness, try to be chill, but have that conversation with them and be direct, okay? Because if you're not direct, people do not make people play guessing games, okay? Because a lot of people, they're not even thinking about that. Like, you might be thinking that a bunch of things you're doing are super obvious, but you got to remember it's because it's at the forefront of your mind. It's something that's stressing you out, so you think that, like, they're going to notice. They're totally going to notice, like, the shift in my energy, and, you know, I'm not texting them anymore, and I don't talk to them when they get home. They're not thinking about that, especially if they're busy and they have a life. And I would know this because I've actually been on both sides of this equation, right? I've been the person that's been trying to throw subtle hints and it doesn't work, and then I get frustrated. And I've been the person where people are upset with me because I didn't understand their random breadcrumb trail of, you know, fucking soft blocking on social media. Like, it's like, we live together. Just come to the kitchen and tell me, you know, whatever. And if you're wondering, like, well, Helena, what did you do? Like, what did you do that, you know, people had to talk with you or whatever? I'm trying to think of what the situation was. It was only the one time I lived with the one girl. And it was, I was making a lot of stuff for a knitting class, and my yarn was literally everywhere, and I had left it all over the living room for like a few days in a row. I was really busy, and it definitely wasn't cool of me, but I was just like, it was like my last semester and I just wasn't thinking and whatever. And she ended up, you know, talking to me about it, you know, but it was kind of after like, oh, well, I thought that you knew I was upset because XYZ. It's like, no, dude, I've been busy, you know? So sometimes you really just have to tell people. Also, don't assume that people are like super malicious and doing it to spite you, because they're probably just being idiots, like I said, because I've dealt with people being idiots, and I've also been an idiot at times. So like, definitely just talk to people. Okay, sorry, tangent over. But the problem with talking to people, like I said, is that a lot of people, they will refuse to engage with you normally after you have this conversation with them. And it's really unfortunate, because the conversation can be so civil, the conversation can be so productive and like nice from your side, and you can be giving them so many chances to be like, okay, sorry, like my bad, like I really didn't mean it that way, like I swear I won't do that anymore, like whatever. But they'll just stare at you, and then they'll continue to be super passive aggressive and crazy the rest of the time you live together, and whatever you talk to them about doing will probably get worse. And it's like, why? Like, why are people like this? You know, like, would you rather, what would you rather do? I mean, would you rather I come in the room and start screaming and throwing things? Like, is the civil approach, does that offend you for some reason? So just be prepared for that, because some people are really not capable of being mature about discussing. So like, everyone lives differently, you know? Like, some of my best friends, like, I haven't lived with them, but I know if they lived with me, you know, they might have issues with certain things I do, and certain times I go to bed, and certain times I wash dishes, and they might find me annoying to live with. Like, literally everyone's different, you know? Like, it's not personal, but a lot of people don't have the mental capacity to recognize that it's not personal, and they will literally like freak out on you. So yeah. Oh, this is gonna be my last point. Oh my god, we just reached 40 minutes. Okay, I gotta stop talking. I see this a lot. I've seen this in a lot of social media groups over the years. I've seen many jokes made about this online, but a lot of people who have this like weird victim mindset that I talk about, where a lot of them, you know, they don't really have solid employment. They're very like just kind of all over the place. They don't have any responsibilities. They're very much like my way or the highway. Like, I want to do whatever I want, aka the worst type of people to live with. Okay, and again, they're always supported by their parents. These are the exact type of people that you see posting the fucking GoFundMes where they're like, I need $5,000 to escape my abusive roommate. It's like, what did your roommate do though? Did they ask you to do your dishes that have been in the sink for 4 weeks? Did they ask you to stop having like random hookups over at 4 a.m. and then leaving the door open? Did they tell you that you need to be home when your boyfriend is home and they don't want to be left alone in their apartment with a random guy that they don't know? Did they tell you to stop playing music at 3 a.m. and chain smoking in your bedroom because it's making their clothes stink? What did you do? Like, every time I see this post, okay, I'm aware not every situation is the same, okay? 9 times out of 10, I look at those posts and I can tell that the person posting it is the problem, like seriously. And I have seen rare situations where there's a very like strange situation going on that frankly they need to get the police involved in, and not TikTok or Twitter. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Most of the times when I see those, it's like the same type of people, okay? Like I said, these very like self-victimized people that are posting it over and over again and being like, oh, like it's so abusive. They're the same type of people that will get on TikTok live and just like beg for money. And then you're looking in the background of their video and they have multiple electronic items and very expensive clothes and like easily worth like just $6,000 or $8,000 sitting behind them. It's like, oh, the disconnect. Okay. So all that to say, 42 minutes and 37 seconds of that to say, the actual time's going to be different when you watch it because I cut out a little at the beginning before I start talking. But anyway, all that to say, be careful who you room with.
Pretty close.
Be careful, okay? Your living situation can stress you out a lot more than you think. Seriously, I would know that not better than anyone. There are many people who have had way worse experiences than me, okay? But I would know. I've lived with a lot of people. I've been in a lot of very strange situations that I don't even know how to tell the story about yet, like seriously. So just remember that, and remember living with your friends isn't always the answer. I would say it's typically better to find people that like you get along with and you can sense you have similar lifestyles. Like I said, some of my best friends, love them to death. I don't think we'd be compatible living together because I don't live like them and they don't live like me. So, and it can also be, on that same note, it can be very difficult to live with close friends because it makes it